Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. Here in GOAT James Kingdom, we attack the GOAT debate head on, where we challenge all Michael Jordan fans and all LeBron detractors to who is the GOAT of basketball. You can catch us every Sunday noon Eastern Time, right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel, for the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. Also, we go live Friday nights with the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, where you catch special shows and content as a GOAT James Kingdom follower and subscriber. Also, check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership, where you can get exclusive content.
Who's the all-time leader of postseasons? The answer's Bron.
I'm a witness, advocate. The Bible ain't tell us King James was from Akron. All-time leader in points ain't nothing average. Mavs drop Luka cause they terrible management. Or was it gambling? Yogo was 40 out here playing like a scrub. Brian 40 still dropping triple dubs. And I ain't the one to talk about nobody's son, unless it's Gloria, but they call him the chosen one. Stephen A. trolling. We seen that boxing video, that uppercut bogus. Akron hammer over everything. You better zoom, soldier. You want your lady smacked, then take Brian for the overchase. Don't block, now you a post. I'm in the silence for the mamba. Wish she was still alive. We bleed purple and gold. Real legends never die. Shout out to A.O. That boy playing out his mind. No matter the list of line, I'll take the Lakers in 5 and one Brian. One Brian. One Brian. One Brian.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom show. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday noon Eastern Time with the GOAT James Kingdom show right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Also, check out the GOAT James Kingdom membership. As you guys see, we're growing our content and our following. So we're going to give a shout out to all of y'all. Thank you for joining us here on another great Sunday afternoon, as we are going to get prepared for another great Sunday of the NBA playoffs, starting with the Knicks and the Detroit Pistons at 1 p.m. And then we're going to have the Lakers and the Timberwolves, which is what everybody's here to discuss. So shout out to everybody that's here in the comments already. And you know who we are. I'm A. Johnny, the Exposer. I got my partner B. Lee in the building. What's good, Brandon?
What's good, everybody?
All right, man. Happy birthday. Brandon has been celebrating for a long time, so excuse his little I guess you are more relaxed than you normally are, but shout out to you, brother. Happy birthday, man. Hopefully you enjoying yourself, man. Let's get King John in the building. What up, King John?
What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
All right, and we also got T Perfect. What up, T Perfect?
Good morning, gentlemen.
All right, yeah, man. Oh yeah, it is morning time for you.
Yeah,
what
it's
what
morning time for me too, but not
I
that
hate
way.
it so much.
Yes, indeed. Shout out to all the GJK members in the comments already. We see y'all in the building. Peace to you. What's good? Juan Boy always acting crazy. All right, we know Twin Man's in the building. Shout out to Twin Man. What's good? What's good? Yes. Today's show we are discussing the legacy of LeBron James and if him losing in this first round actually will put a stain on his legacy of any kind? Will it tarnish his legacy in any kind of way? So that's what we're here to discuss, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thank you for joining us on a Sunday afternoon. So Brandon, what do you think? Because the Lakers are down 2-1, and this is a crucial game 4. If they go down 3-1, how does this affect LeBron James' legacy?
There's always detractors that's always trying to manipulate things and trying to use things against LeBron. So if he do lose, I think it's going to be something they say against him this year. But, a couple of years from now, I don't know how many people will be really thinking about it. But they try to use everything they can to actually damage his legacy this year. I mean, every playoff game loss, regular season game loss is always something. Always something. Even him laughing with Anthony Edwards. They're trying to use Kobe and Jordan would never do this. It's just this fan base, these dudes who hate LeBron. So yeah, it is something that they would try. I don't know how far they would actually get with it. We have too many LeBron fans, so I don't know. They're bringing up stuff with Jordan, and Jordan even got swept and talked about he didn't even care. He's still winning, playing cards. He's out taking people golfing and everything. So if there's anyone we could talk about who's laughing and joking around after a loss, that's Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. That's their boy. They love some Michael Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan didn't have friends, but there's video evidence.
We know we've never seen. They've never seen Michael Jordan really. So let's leave that alone. And Kobe, I guess Kobe was known for being an a-hole, right? I mean, that's what he was known for. Nobody really liked Kobe neither.
It's different, yeah. Kobe didn't win as much on his own, so Kobe wouldn't even be in this position.
Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, Kobe's last years he was very friendly, very friendly.
Yeah, very friendly when you're not winning. Yeah. When you're getting voted All-Star the last 3 years, when you're averaging like 13.
Do y'all remember who Kyrie called that they won a championship in 2016? Do you remember who he called?
Well, you know who told Kyrie to leave? Kobe Bryant.
After he won that championship, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. All right, we said Kobe's name a little bit too much. We know Twin Man's about to pop up. So let's get your take on this, Jahan. Let's get your take on this, man. What you think, man? This is obviously a good series. It's 2-1. LeBron loses, Lakers lose with Luka. How does this affect his legacy? Negative or positively?
They talk about it on ESPN and any other media sort for like a week. Next season, they'll talk about it a little bit. But when you talk about legacy, they're going to talk about 4 championships. They're going to talk about the points, regular season, playoffs. They're going to talk about all the records. It is funny that fans of other players judge LeBron at a higher than they judge their favorite player. So LeBron is 40 years old, and we're going to say this going to hurt his legacy. But your favorite player at 40 probably wasn't even playing or couldn't make the playoffs or was sitting on the bench, and that doesn't hurt his legacy. But we all understand how it goes today, and I'm okay with it as long as I can judge you just like you judge me. So I had posted something. What we're going to do this playoffs, I'm going to judge LeBron every game at 40. And I'm going to judge Michael Jordan every game at 40. And let's go down and see who did better. So I'm still waiting on the response on the other side, and I hadn't heard anything. So if I'm missing something, can somebody tell me what I'm missing at 40? What Jordan did when he was playing for Washington, playoffs started. I want to go down each game. We can judge each game.
He won the chip that year, John. What are you talking
about? So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to hurt his legacy long term, but they are going to talk about it for a little while once the playoff, if they lose to Minnesota, which I don't see. But If they lose, they'll talk about it for a little while, but it's not gonna hurt his legacy at all.
Okay. I like that. Interesting. Shout out to Mar in the building. Peace and blessings, brother. Thank you for joining us here as we getting prepared for a Laker matchup. It's gonna be a great game. The GOAT's gonna be ready. All right. So what up, Travis? So what you think, man? The Lakers. I know you was hoping they were going to get loose to the Nuggets, but we'll get on the. We can still talk about the Nuggets. That was a crazy game yesterday as well.
Nuts.
Yeah, that was nuts. Super crazy. So what do you think? LeBron's legacy is this another notch on the tarnishing of LeBron's legacy and why he can't be the GOAT, losing in the first round this year?
Not at all. I mean, this is exactly why he is the GOAT, is because you're talking about it's all house money at this point. Because when you look at, like John said, John nailed it, because he said at 40, what was your favorite player doing? No, but none of your players were doing anything close to this. If at most they were inefficient shot chuckers, or they were riding the bench, just padding all-time scoring stats, like Robert Parrish, Kareem, all these guys. But if we're talking about when it mattered, like LeBron already checks every box, right? Like he already prime for prime with anybody, he stacks up. Accolades and achievements with anybody, he already stacks up. This is just him going above and beyond, like in prime numbers, leading teams to playoffs, to regular season wins, to playoff wins, to playoff runs. No, like this is icing on the cake in the literal sense of the word, because every piece of criteria you have that you want to prop up somebody, LeBron's already there, right? And so we're talking about uncharted territory here. So you can't compare really what he's doing now to everyone else, because everyone else's prime and winning ways ended when they were 35 years old at most, or they were being carried to another couple of rings like Kareem was, right? So LeBron's doing something that doesn't really even exist. So there's nothing to compare to. No, this doesn't affect his legacy whatsoever. Like, he's not even supposed to be here realistically. Like, what he's doing is just unheard of. I mean, it's gonna suck. I mean, but you can't. The only way you could detract it, right, is if you got someone else to compare him to, which there isn't, as far as someone accomplishing this amount of success as far as statistically and leading from the front at this age. So no, it doesn't affect him at all.
All right. We got some trolls here in the comment. Well, I don't understand why y'all got to put y'all comment more than once. Yeah.
John, the bar LeBron set was, if you the best player in the world in the NBA, you have to be competing for championships. LeBron went to 8 straight finals. I'm the best player in the world. That's the new bar. So that's his legacy. I'm competing for championships in my career. That's what I do. I compete for championships. And nobody since him has even came close to getting to that. Nobody's in the East has made it to 2 straight finals since LeBron left the East. LeBron is the bar. So if you want to say what's happening to us, like Travis said, this is just icing on the cake. That's all this is. I mean, he has the love for the game. Why is LeBron still playing? Because he loved the game. He loves the process. I don't get the issue.
LeBron been competing for championships since 2007, basically.
Yes. He's the
every year. Yeah, he's supposed to be in the finals ever since 2007. Like, that's the bar that they have set for him. And
we get comments like this though from Danny Mac. His teams haven't been competitive. What do you mean? They were in the Western Conference Finals. They were consistently in the playoffs, except for like 2022. Like, that's just a stupid take. They want a chip. Like, they're a 3 seed this year. Like, what do you mean non-competitive? You mean like in the finals every year? Like, and you're not holding anyone else to that same criteria. You're a huge Kobe guy. Kobe wouldn't sniff in the playoffs in the middle of his prime.
Now, this is the thing though too, because they would say this. I knew it. Shout out to Peter Bag Juice, a GOAT James Kingdom member. He said it. Would it bolster his legacy if the Lakers were to win a chip? Yeah, if they won a championship. If the Lakers won this series, this doesn't boost his legacy winning this series. But obviously winning a championship would boost his legacy. How can not a championship not boost his legacy? Of course, losing this series doesn't matter because his legacy is already stamped as one of the greatest players ever, if not the GOAT at the end of the day. So
Peter Bagjuice, if he wins a championship but doesn't win final MVP, would you go at LeBron? Would you have a problem with LeBron for not winning the finals MVP? Just say Luka wins the final MVP. Does that hurt LeBron because he didn't win final MVP but won the championship?
There is no other way because you can't knock somebody's legacy. Like you can't say, "Oh, this knocks." You guys are trying to find ways to knock somebody's legacy. It's already there. It's like a jackhammer. Once that level is set, it's set. What are you going to tarnish? If he wins a championship, that's something different. He's not supposed to win the championship. But y'all are gonna still say it tarnished legacies, but it never tarnishes Jordan's legacy to quit and then come back and get fired at the Wizards. That doesn't tarnish his legacy in any kind because of what he did prior.
Yep, that's facts.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, if he wins a championship, just like if Jordan would have won a championship in Washington, y'all would have been saying, yes, that boosts his legacy even more. That would have boosted his legacy even more than what it is now.
Yes.
And people just dismiss those Wizard years, too. They're like, whatever.
They just dismiss it. Exactly. So why can't we just dismiss the losses if it doesn't lead to what we wanted to ultimately talk about, which is winning?
Facts.
But this is what makes it so funny. This is where y'all are thirsty. They only lost 2 games. If I'm correct, Kobe won 2 games and said the series is not over. So I don't know why anybody think 2 games automatically puts you in the category of winning the series.
Didn't Kobe win 17 games this last season? 17 games. And we're talking about LeBron being in the playoffs and is hurting his legacy if they lose in the first round. What conversation are we having today? I don't get the problem with people sometimes. I don't think y'all pay attention to the past sometimes because Kobe literally missed the playoffs his last couple of years. It didn't hurt his legacy. He's still one of the greats to ever play. We don't talk about them last years. It's cool. It was just love for the game. LeBron is trying to compete, but does it hurt his legacy? Not at all. And I mean, if he win a championship, which he wasn't supposed to, yes, it's going to boost him some. But that's it. He will be a 5-time champion instead of a 4-time champion. What conversations are we having today? I don't understand.
I understand how Stephen Curry get a championship. It boosted him all the way to the GOAT conversation. But LeBron winning, they don't boost him nothing. They don't boost him nothing for winning a championship. You should have said. You should have asked the real question, and the real true reverse to this is if the Lakers win this series, does it boost his legacy? But in reality, the funny talk is it's always LeBron's fault. This, that, and the third. Brandon, if I told you who was the player that had the highest game score right now in that series, who you think would that player be? Are you there? Are you there, Brandon? I don't think Brandon's there. We got Craig in the building. No, shout out to Craig, man. What up, Craig? Are you there? We got 2 guys. There you go.
Craig's out in the streets.
Craig is still. You got to unmute yourself, Craig. Craig is.
I'm out and I'm at March of Dimes thing right now, so that's why I'm muting myself.
Craig's hustling out there.
Craig lived the life, bro. Damn. No wonder why Craig don't be knowing what's going on in these YouTube streets.
Craig, you need to change your name to Mr. Outside.
Mr. Outside.
Mr. Outside.
I'm trying to get as far away from the music that I possibly can so y'all won't get striked down.
Nah, we good. We good for right now, man. We talking.
The March of Dimes thing right now. My son, when they have, because my son was a premature baby, so every year they have this march for the premature babies for the March of Dimes. So that's where I'm at.
Oh, okay. See, look. Damn, look. Craig making Jordan fans look good. A true father. One of the only few good fathers in the Jordan community, man. Shout out to you, Craig, man. Peace and blessings, brother. That's what's up, man. Look at that. See, Craig be living the life, bro.
Yeah, he
Craig
always
be outside. Craig be
he
outside, bro.
outside, bro.
Craig be
But I'm trying to
outside,
get
bro.
home so I could do my segment, but that's not. It's not
Craig's
looking
gonna
too
get
good.
hammered right now.
That's fine. Everybody's trying to get ready for this Laker game, anyways. That's what we really trying. Ain't nobody worrying about no Jordan sneakers. Yo, that's a shout out to Craig, man. Craig be representing for show, man. Yep, a true father, a true father. That is for a fact, man. Shout out to Craig, man. I was trying to see what Brandon thought about this, but let me ask you this, Travis. Who you think got the highest game score so far in the series between the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Oh, individually, was it Braun last game?
No, for the series. For the actual series, for all three games, who you think has the highest game score?
I'm gonna
between
say
all the players
either
that plays?
it's probably either LeBron or Edwards.
Okay, what about you, Travis? I mean, John. You said or who's the or? Who's the or, Travis? Who's the or, Travis?
LeBron or AE
Or AD?
or Anthony Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards. Okay, what about you, John? Who do you think has the highest game score so far in this series?
Is either LeBron or Nas Reed?
Ooh, LeBron.
I think it's LeBron.
I think it's LeBron Day. So y'all saying LeBron is playing the best because that's why I wanted to talk to Brandon about. Brandon loves the game score, and the game score is supposedly an overall number that helps you understand who's playing the best in a particular series or in a game. And right now, LeBron James actually has the best game score in this series. He's at 22.9, which if you're above 20, you're playing really, really good. Second is Luka at 20.9. Third is Anthony Edwards at 18.3.
I almost said McDaniels.
McDaniels is at 16.9. He's right after.
We was talking about that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because I said McDaniels is the difference in this series right now, and his game is the reason they're up in this series because he's been the X factor in the series so far.
Yep.
Yeah, they're shooting good from the 3-point land. This guy Nas Reed shooting over 50% from the 3-point land. So is Julius Randle. They're hitting their shots, and they're playing good, and they're playing solid defense as well. That's another thing that people are not talking about as much is how good their defense has been. They forcing the Lakers to play fast, causing turnovers. Brandon, did you hear when I said that LeBron James has the highest game score in the series so far?
Well,
yeah.
I mean, he's been efficient. He just didn't shoot the ball as much in game one.
Yeah.
So, he's been pretty efficient.
Yeah, we were just breaking it down. His game is 22.9. His game score is 22.9, which is the highest so far for the series. He's averaging 26, 9 and 5, almost 2 steals, almost 5 assists, almost 9 rebounds, almost 2 steals, but averaging 2 blocks per game, shooting 50% from the field and 37% from the 3-point land. So he's actually balling. He's shooting better than Luka's shooting.
So
Luka hasn't been. I know he had that one good game one, but he hasn't really been playing good team ball. Too much ISO.
Yeah, the Lakers are not cutting. I don't know why they don't, because he needs Jackson Hayes. That's the thing I tell. They have to give Jackson Hayes more minutes. Jackson Hayes can't play only 8 minutes a game. That got to change. Like they got to do something else. They got to let him get on the floor, and they're not cutting like they want him to. And no, Ruby. Listen, Rui has those games. That's one thing about Rui. I'm not gonna lie. Since I've been watching the Lakers, Rui has those games where it's just that one game where it seems like everything he's doing is like just off. Like he's just not there. Just for that game. But you still got to play Rui. I mean, by saying you can give him less minutes. He's been getting a lot of minutes, but you can give Rui and Finney Smith less minutes for Jackson Hayes.
Yeah.
Because Jackson Hayes forces teams to collapse because you don't want to give him those easy lobs, because if Jackson Hayes gets the ball at the rim, he's 70-80%. That's you know what I'm saying? You don't need that. So he makes them play closer to the rim, which would give more open shots to these other guys so that they can hit the threes. And I think they need to cut like Brandon said, when they're playing that ISO ball, they don't cut enough. You know what I'm saying? At the right times at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're probably getting used to what Luka is doing. He likes to go one-on-one. A lot, step back threes, and the ball's not moving as much. So I don't know what they could do to fix that other than take the ball out of Luka's hands and put it in LeBron's hands, because LeBron's gonna spread the ball around. Luka's not gonna spread it around. Luka's
Yeah,
gonna
I think
LeBron's
they
gonna make
could
sure Rui's involved and everything.
they could have did that to in the fourth quarter. That would have been, I think, like at the end. Like for some reason they didn't do that, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you think of that, Brandon? Like, do you go with your normal game plan where, like you said, they're gonna finish the game with Luka, because it was 103 with like 5 minutes to go in the game, something like
Yeah, it
that.
was close. It was like
It was
almost 3
close.
minutes off.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
it was like close, and then from there they went on that run. But LeBron only took one shot at that time, which was that crazy 3-pointer he took, and then Rui was the one who took the most shots in that span. He took 3 shots in that span, and Luka only had one shot that he made, and that was the only basket they had. And then Austin Reeves hit 1 free throw.
That's exactly
Yeah, I
what
know, because I don't know what they got to do, because you don't really want to take the ball out of Luka's hands,
Mm-hmm.
but you may have to at certain points of the game, because we see what LeBron can do with the ball in his hands. We see what Luka could do with the ball. I know Luka has a lot of assists for his career, but he hasn't been getting players involved. He just has not, other than Jackson Hayes, and a lot of them lobs are getting batted away. Like a lot of them
Yeah,
lobs are bad lobs.
yeah.
It's
Teams
not being
teams
paid.
are collapsing on it. Yeah, teams are collapsing on it. So, like I said, he doesn't have to get the 20 minutes that he was getting during the regular season, but if he can get 15 minutes, just more than the 8, just a little bit, 10, 12 more minutes, you know what I'm saying? Just 3, 4, 5 more minutes.
I think the 20 minutes is perfect for him. I think you actually need him in this series 20 minutes. I believe there are going to be some series that is 15 minutes you need him only. But I think in this series you need him 20 minutes. And
I think,
what
yeah,
Luka doesn't bring to the team within the offense, he's a one-on-one player. He doesn't get anybody involved. When he's doing his one-on-one thing, that's when he gets players involved. But within the team, when you're running plays and running them type of actions, he's a one-on-one player. He doesn't know how to get people involved. That's what Laker fans are learning about Luka's game as we are watching it. LeBron knows how to get people involved within the game plan. It's easy for him. He's been doing it his whole life. Luka is a one-on-one player who can pass the ball. I mean,
Yeah.
so
yeah.
it's coming out
I
in this
mean,
series, but you can still win the
yeah.
series with him being like that. But I do believe they need to play Jackson Hayes to 20 minutes, and I think it can help the team. And, I mean, that
I
was the
mean,
reason for the Mike Williams trade with Charlotte that could have helped, but I don't think they wanted to give up the first round pick, so he didn't pass the physical.
but somehow the dude who came over with the Mavs, who hasn't even played past the physical,
With a broken foot. With a broken foot.
he passed the physical. But the dude who's been playing the
Yeah.
whole season
Yes.
ain't passed. I don't even know what that's about.
Yeah, but I can see why he doesn't play Jackson Hayes, because, like, as an example, in Game 2, Jackson Hayes played.
Yeah, he hasn't really been impactful in a series.
Yeah, not
Like,
only that, Jackson Hayes has played.
Accurate.
Oh no, wait, has played 26 minutes, and
how
Jackson
was he got?
Hayes he got 6 personal fouls, but he had 5 fouls in 9 minutes in Game 2.
He gonna foul. He
Yeah,
definitely
I mean,
definitely
he got
foul.
he averaged like 1 board a game in a series. Like he's not really doing much out there.
Yeah, he really no, he's been. But again, I think offensively, because again, to me, the Lakers' problem is their offense. It's just really been their offense. He had 1 foul in 8 minutes in Game 3. It's really their offense. I don't think their defense is really the issue. Obviously, they got to do a better job protecting the ball and stop having these
Yeah.
unforced turnovers and these live ball turnovers on top
I
of
mean,
that.
they
Like
need to
Lamar
play
talked
better
about.
defensively too.
Yeah,
They definitely
well, no,
play better defensively.
no,
I
they
mean,
got
they
it.
turned
They were.
Jaden Daniels into a all-star.
Yeah, because
Jaden,
a lot of those stuff is on transition. Jaden Daniels had 15 points off transition. That's off turnovers.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying? Like they gave up 22
he's,
points on turnover, 23 points on turnovers. You
I
can't
mean,
have that.
he's scored in the half court, knocking down threes. Like he's been playing like an all-star, and he has never played like this before.
Hey Brandon, do
They
you
need to
think
do something about that.
Yeah, they got to figure.
Brandon,
Yeah,
Do you think the McDaniels is the one who they was trying to allow to shoot the ball in this series? They trying to load up everywhere else, and McDaniels was the guy who they was going to leave open, and it's actually hurting
Maybe
them in
that's
this
what they
series?
thought. They definitely thought that in game 1. And then in game 3, he was also knocking down over. He was taking people 1-on-1. Like he got confidence now. He got confidence that they cannot guard him. And Luka is a statue. And he's ISO all the damn time. Luka is killing us.
Sometimes when you see
What's that? Like he's a great player, but he's a great player. He needs to pick it up because when LeBron is off, we know he could pick it up on the defensive end. If Luka's off, he's like a deer in the headlights. Nothing is working for him. Like I'm tired of watching that shit with Luka. Like get players involved if you're not feeling well. Enough with them damn step back threes. That's not going in. Come on, like they should have had this game 1 last game. Like they're clearly better than the Timberwolves.
Clearly
Better than them. How the hell are they down 2-1? I can understand game 1 when they just got annihilated on the 3-point side of things, but come on, Luka, step it up. You a top 3 player in the league. Been in the finals last year. He had to expose his will on them.
Like I said, they got to clean up the turnovers, which is giving them easy offense. When you got 46 turnovers to 34 turnovers. That's 3 extra turnovers a game. Yeah. And I think it's actually more than that because the Lakers are averaging 15 turnovers per game. So that's crazy.
I think LeBron only had 1 turnover last game. So
he only had 1 turnover last game. So it wasn't really LeBron. LeBron wasn't the fault, but Luka had 5 turnovers. And Reeves had 4 turnovers, so you got 9 there.
Playing well the whole series.
But it's the type of turnovers that they're having. Also, it's the live ball turnovers, meaning that it's quick transition for the other team. And then another thing, it's unforced turnovers, things that are not really like it's not the defense that's doing this. It's silly mistakes. If they could clean that up, that's what because they only score 96 points per game in the series. That's not going to help you win. You got to score 97 points per game. You got to do more than that if you want to win in the playoffs. You're not gonna win this week, so you definitely got to play better offensively.
Yeah, like points in the paint. Like
those easy points they're missing those easy points that Anthony Davis used to get. He used to get a lot of those easy baskets in the paint, and now it's more of a outside trying to score.
Their defense would be worse if Anthony Davis was out there.
Pick up for that.
Yeah, Luka's better at the rim than Anthony Davis. That's not the issue. We just got to see it from Luka. Luka just got to show up, like you said. Luka got to show up, which we know he will. And so will the GOAT. And so will the GOAT.
He ain't been better this series at the rim. I'll tell you that one.
Yeah,
when we need it. When we need it.
Yeah, no, right. Like I said, right now, what's really killing the Lakers is that you're getting really good play out of McDaniels and Julius Randle. And the Austin Reeves has not been stepping up as like we would expect him to, nor has Rory or Dorian Finney-Smith, which are guys who you expect to hit, to be effective, at least on the offensive side. So that's all. Like I said, the Lakers offense just got to get it together. They're out rebounding the Timberwolves. Again, they're just causing more turnovers. They're averaging less than 20 assists per game. Like you said, they got to move the ball, get more team involved, and that starts with Luka. And then once they do that, the Warriors are going to be stuck because they really don't got nobody who can really score for them besides Anthony Edwards off the dribble. So you can attack Luka all you want to. The thing about McDaniels, that you're probably right about that, John, is that when you think about McDaniels and who's on the floor at that time, it's Reed, it's Randall, it's McDaniels, it's DiVincenzo, and then it's Anthony Edwards. So who do you really leave open? It's kind of, in reality, you leave McDaniels open. He's not really the best 3-point shooter, but he's taking advantage of the Lakers being out of position and getting to the basket because he had some serious numbers in the paint in game 3. He was dominating in the paint. He was like at will getting to the paint. They got to do a better job of.
I think Minnesota game plan for the Lakers doing that. I think that was actually Minnesota's game plan. They're going to leave you open. Be ready to shoot and be ready to do something with the ball when they do it because they're going to do it. you're the one they're going to leave open, and they want you to shoot the ball. So he's been taking advantage of it.
Vando. The thing about Vando is Vando's like Jackson Hayes, bro. They get in foul trouble, bro. As soon as you put Vando on the floor, boop, foul. Soon as Vando get on the floor, as soon as he get on the floor, boop, foul. Vando be out there just doing crazy stuff.
We can actually live with Vando and his fouls because we going to use all 6 of them. So that's good. But Jackson Hayes, they're not going to use all 6 of his because he hasn't been effective on the floor. He's not rebounding. He's not blocking shots. He's not making baskets. So
I thought they could have brought
doing nothing. They just take him out.
Yeah, I thought they could have brought Vando in that last 5-minute stretch because I just after Ruby dribbled the ball off of somebody's leg for a turnover and then he missed the open 3-pointer. Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's take you out. Let's bring. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring in. You know, at that time I guess you could bring in Gabe Vincent since he was on fire and he can hit those shots and he's very clutch. But they kept Ruby in there and they just kept making mistake after mistake and the Timberwolves were just right there. And then Anthony Edwards had those plays. So that was a crazy shot that he hit on Luka. And then he took LeBron straight to the basket. So talk about Luka. LeBron let him go straight to the basket. He took LeBron straight up. Left to right crossover. Boop, boop. Move out of here, old man. Euro. Doop, doop. Dip.
I mean,
off the glass.
Anthony Edwards. He should be.
I know that. No, I know that. I'm just saying, no, but that's what happened, bro. Anthony Edwards showed up. He was out there. That's why they mad. That's why they saying LeBron should be out here laughing and joking with him because this little motherfucker's a killer.
I mean, he's unstoppable. He's the quickest first step probably in the league.
Yeah, I know, but you notice how that laughing thing only goes against LeBron. Isn't Anthony Edwards Jordan's son? Why is Jordan's son laughing kiki ha ha with LeBron? Right? How come that doesn't tarnish his? Right? That's supposed to be Michael Jordan's son, right? There we go.
Yeah,
more Zesty Jeffries in the building. Shout out to all the Zesty Jeffries.
Nobody cares that he's 40.
Yeah,
Anthony
Edwards making everyone look like they're moving it in slow motion. That dude is that first step.
That dude is special.
To the rim, floating in the air.
That dude
is special.
I like watching him a lot, but man, he's
special.
Every time I see him, he's like getting better and better. Like the dude is great.
He got strong. He's so explosive. The threat of his jump shot can actually help him get to the basket a little bit better.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I expect him to next season to take another step and get better. You see it, he coming and he's next. I mean, as soon as he get out of Minnesota, he's gonna be the face of the league. So.
like the thing about Anthony Edwards is that he's shooting 40% from the 3-point line, and he shoots a ton of them, and you can't stop him. You cannot stop him because you're terrified of him driving past you because he can do that easily.
Yeah,
so he picks and chooses what he wants to do.
That's what everyone thought that Ja was going to do, right? Like he came in, he was super athletic, he was a slasher, but he doesn't improve like a jumper or 3-point game. And Anthony Edwards made a huge leap from last year to this year, especially from 3. It's insane. You can't leave him open. There's nothing he can't do.
He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. I mean, I was saying go get a mid-range. He went and got a 3-pointer.
Yeah, that's better than a mid-range.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's
Mm-hmm.
unstoppable. A mid-range, you could defend that with 2 players. You can't defend a 3-point shot with 2 players. You just can't.
Anthony Edwards took full advantage of being over there in the Olympics with all these great players. Seemed like he took full advantage of some things he could learn from LeBron, Steph, KD. Sometimes not even listening to them, just watching their routine and what they do in the offseason. Seemed like Anthony Edwards took full advantage of that. And sometimes being around these greats can just help. And there's not even anything that they talking to you about. Sometimes just, once again, just watching their routine, what they do every day. What do they do to get better? What do they do to recover? And seems like Anthony Edwards really watched that, and I bet you he takes that with him for the rest of his career. Because Ja, that's not Ja. I'm sorry. He hasn't got any better. He's
I
hitting
mean,
the
Ja is
floor
good.
all the
Yeah, he's good. You know,
He hits the floor a
I
lot,
think,
Brandon. He hits the floor a
yeah,
lot.
he needs to have more contain on his game because he's doing too much driving and trying to dunk on everybody. He's end up hurt all the time. So
That's
he
my
needs to
that's
dial it
the
back
point.
some so he can
That's
be
the,
more effective. Yeah, yeah,
that's the point I was
he's
trying to
hurting
make. Yeah,
himself. Yeah,
yes,
he's trying to
he's
make
getting
the
hurt,
highlight plays too much. Hmm.
But yeah, this definitely knocks
and
LeBron out of the top 10
that
if he
mid
loses
range
the series.
that mid range jump shot is there for him every time, Brandon. He's there. That mid range is so open for him. They're so scared of him going to the basket. If he want to start and shoot that mid range, it's going to be uncontested every time.
Mhm.
Yeah, at
Every
the
time,
average look
man.
like
He's
he's
not going
yeah he looks like he's floating in the air. Like that's how he
And
plays.
he's become a better passer. On top of that, he's become a better
yes.
playmaker. He gave a real nice pass to Naj Reid as well at the end of the game. That was a crucial shot that Naj Reid hit.
Mhm.
That was predicated on them coming down on him. Normally, he probably would have tried to do something else, but he knew, okay, if they do this, Naj Reid's going to be here. He made the perfect pass, and they hit that shot as well. So he's definitely developing his game to not only adapt to how he likes to play, which is, being that dude that goes out there and put it on you, pause, but then also just playing with his team as well. He's learning everything. He's adapting quick. The young man is good. The
That's
young man
been
is good.
Johnny.
I thought he
That's
was great in game one with as far as his floor general and like his passing and everything, and when like his dictation of the offense was amazing.
Yeah,
Like
no,
unexpected.
he was good. Now he was playing bad in the first half, but
Yeah.
he turned it on in that third quarter, and he didn't and in that, like I said, that last stretch, that 4 minute stretch, not even that 4 minute stretch, because in reality they were really playing good. If it wasn't for LeBron, who hit 3 straight threes in a row,
Yes, that was crazy.
that would have, that's really what kept the Lakers even in the game late in the fourth
Mhm.
quarter. Shout out to you, Zero in the building, DJK member. Yeah, it's gonna be great. That energy in that building is gonna be live at
Yeah, it is.
3:30. It's
Pretty
gonna
much
be
do or
live.
die, man. Let's see.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a great series, man. But we have some detractors here. They can't wait. And obviously, here in GOAT James Kingdom, we know a lot of you guys got a lot to say about LeBron James. And Travis be out here just finding things, and Travis found something very interesting. So you ready for your you ready for your chat bomb, Travis?
Let's do it, man.
You ready for your chat bomb? Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and do this right here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, y'all know what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom. Y'all out here on these YouTube streets being reckless, and Travis is ready to give you some of his chat bombs. So let's go with the T Perfect chat bomb, ladies and gentlemen.
We are interrupting our normal programming. The current threat level is critical, meaning an attack is imminent. Civilians are advised to remain indoors. In some urban areas, evacuations are taking place. If you're in one of these areas, police will help you to safety. Follow their orders without question. You should remain indoors until you are told otherwise. You should now prepare for a nuclear strike. You will not be able to leave your location for 14 days after the strike.
On the live show this weekend, I asked LeBron fans to please explain why they're proud of their king when their king hasn't been the best player on his own team in a decade. And when Anthony Davis left, he still wasn't the best player. You still had to bring in somebody better than LeBron in order to carry LeBron. I'm not sure how that equates to anything to be proud of at all.
So, I mean, you can tell it's been a playoff intensive week where we're focused on that instead of the usual clowns out here in these streets who have nothing better to do than just spread lies and make up shit. That was obviously Angry Old Hoops, which is maybe a top 5 ultimate casual here. And I mean, I really hate to say JDR because but the ultimate JDR. And where you can't for even a minute just be unbiased enough to give props to another player or give an objective take. It's garbage like that, where he hasn't been the best player on his own team for 10 years, which is ridiculous. He goes on to in that stupid video talking about when was he ever the best player, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, just thought we'd throw a quick debunk to that clown on that take just because it, rubbed all of us the wrong way, and it was too much of a bad take to not just destroy. And we know we'd never get a clown like that to come over here in person. So not even the best player in his own league in the last 10 years. I mean, so that's just untrue. So, I mean, basically, LeBron has led his team in scoring and assists every single year other than 2020 when AD edged him out in scoring, but LeBron was also second MVP voting that year and led league in assists. Also, in 2022, where Westbrook led the league or led his team, the Lakers, in assists. Otherwise, it's LeBron every single year leading his team in either efficiency, scoring, assists, or all three. There's no year where LeBron also hasn't been the best player on his own team, other than possibly, I mean, you could argue maybe his rookie year, but even then, I would say he was the best. And also, I mean, I will listen to an argument for 2020 for AD, but it's really tough because LeBron was just so great on both ends, especially as a floor general. I'd still give it to him. So just not being the best player on his own team for the last 10 years is insane. Kyrie doesn't come close, neither does Kevin Love. Nobody does. LeBron has been transcendent the last 10 years, especially from 15 to 20. I mean, I would say that probably during that stretch, there was no better player in the league. From 15 to 20, you can't tell me that anyone was better. Maybe Giannis for 1 year, but even that's a stretch. LeBron was the best player by far, and not even just on his own team, but in the league. If you're talking the defensive box plus minus, VORP, PER, all those things that maybe want to dismiss, LeBron was dominating. And he's just been a transcendent player. And just for a little bit of context, okay, no other top 10 player has led their squad in scoring more than 17 times. That's Kareem. LeBron has done it 22 times, or rather 21 times. Okay? So basically, he's leaving his next closest competition in the dust as far as being the best player on the team, scoring-wise, Kareem. And just for even more context, the only other players behind that are Kobe and Wilt with 13 times apiece. So when I say it's house money at this point, when we're debunking all these bad takes, that's why exactly he's the GOAT, is because all these other players, what they accomplished was fantastic, great, no hate. But LeBron has not only exceeded that, but we're getting to the point where he's actually getting close into like getting 50, 60, 70% more of doubling these players' productivity in their primes, especially Michael Jordan. And so when I hear takes like he hasn't been the best player in the league or on his own team, like it's almost not even worth debunking just because, it's just for clickbait. It's shock jock, like casual material. He doesn't even believe it. And so, I mean, all the evidence is against that. Again, he's clearly been not only the best player on his own team, I mean, by any measurement, but obviously you could argue easily that he's been the best player in the league. If not this year and the last couple of years, I mean, he's been at worst a top 5 player. So it just, when I hear that, it's just, I usually devote a little bit more time to reach, but this one I don't think deserves that. The numbers and the resume speak for itself. It was just a horrible take. I wanted to point that out so we could all point and laugh at him. And I mean, one of the worst characters on YouTube streets is this guy. He's the ultimate clown, and he's really just the epitome of everything that actual basketball fans should hate and despise. So congrats to him. And again, I think I'm just probably going to devote another couple weeks to debunking a lot of the crap that he says. So anyway, yeah, LeBron is definitely the best player on his team, and it's not close. Yes.
Shout out to you, Travis. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the chat bomb with T Perfect, where he actually set the record straight with all you zesty Jeffries and all you idiots that come here saying crazy stuff about LeBron. Like we always tell y'all, this is GOAT James Kingdom. If you ever wanted to come here and address anything we say about you, you're more than welcome.
As you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
You got knocked the fuck out, bitch! Yeah!
LeBron fans! LeBron fans! It's always LeBron fans!
Mm-hmm, yeah. Danny Mac, you mean the footage that he throws his own personal spin into? bias footage. Like, don't try us on that. It's ridiculous.
And then when you tell him that happens to other people, he goes, "Look, that's LeBron." They go, "Look at me." He's an idiot. He doesn't watch basketball. He only
He's
watches
the biggest
LeBron
idiot, dude.
He's the biggest LeBron James fan. On top of that, he's a fucking racist.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, man. Let's move on. Let's have some fun because, again, the playoffs do start. The games start within 9 minutes, within 10 minutes, actually, ladies and gentlemen. The Knicks will be tipping off, which should be a brilliant game versus the Detroit Pistons. That's actually been a great series as well. So let's actually get some takes on yesterday's games before. Actually, let's get a take on this game, and then we can talk about yesterday's games. So we do have the Knicks going up against the Timberwolves. Or against the Pistons. What do you got here, John? What do you think is going to happen today with the Knicks game versus Detroit?
Well, before the series started, I had Detroit winning this series, and to be honest, ain't nothing changed for me, even with New York being up 2-1. I still believe Detroit's going to win this series. I think they're more physical. I don't think they're scared of the Knicks at all. I think they taken a bump so far in this series, and I think they're ready. I think they can win this series. I think this is their series to win, and I would be disappointed in Detroit if they do lose this series because I believe they're the better team. They're the healthier team. They've been together all year. They know how to play with each other. Everybody knows their role on their team. They got great coaching. I think Detroit's just a better team than New York right now.
Very interesting. That's a very interesting take. You know what? Detroit should be actually up in this series, but they're not. That's why it's kind of hard. They gave up one game. That's why I think this one's important. What about you, Travis? What do you think about this series? What do you think is going to happen for today at 1 p.m.? It's about to happen within the next 10 minutes.
I'm with John. I think Detroit has. I mean, I think obviously the Knicks have the best player in Brunson, but I think that Detroit's a deeper team. They absolutely should be up 2-1. They absolutely gave that game away in game 2. But I mean, I think that they will win the series. They have to win today, or whenever they play again. But they're going to win. I like them in 6 just because I think they'll lock down defensively. They're going to figure the Knicks out, and I think they'll clean up their play. But I wouldn't be surprised in the next one. But I still think the Pistons will.
Okay, wow. A lot of people like the Pistons. For me, I think the Knicks are going to win this series, but I think this is going to be one of them series that will go 7. So I see the Pistons winning today. So yeah, I think it's going to be a real good series. But I got the Knicks getting past the Pistons this year. I think they just got too much, and I think they got just the experience to really just edge over the Pistons. Even though the Pistons are going to give them a tough matchup, because the Pistons are a really, really good team. But I think the Knicks are going to take it in 7. I think this one is going to be a series that's going to go 7 games, and plus some other series as well. So what do you think? What do you think, Brandon? What do you think was going to happen today at 1 p.m. when the Knicks and the Pistons tip off for Game 4?
I don't know. It looks like the Pistons are playing a little bit harder than the Knicks. Looks like the Pistons want it more. It seems like the Knicks know they're a better team, but I think the Pistons might just take it from them. That's what I think. I think the Pistons might take it from the Knicks.
The whole series or just today?
Well, the whole series.
Oh, the whole series. Wow. That's the New York Knicks fans do not like that.
Let's go, Brandon.
I think the Pistons are going to tie it up today.
Oh, yeah, I think they're going to tie it up as well.
Yeah.
Johnny, I think you're forced to say the Knicks is going to win. I don't think you can
Johnny scared of it.
Y'all know why you're forced to say it, but I don't think you've been objective to the series. I know you know basketball and you've been paying attention to it. And I think you want to say Detroit is going to win, but I understand why you say New York. Jake, I understand, Johnny, okay? I just want to say that, okay?
Lakers in 5.
It's still going to be biscuit and juice.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. There go Twin Man's in the building. Y'all done got Twin Man done stirred up. Twin Man done stirred up.
You got Miami in 7?
Yeah. What?
That's not. Hey, you should go into comedy.
Let's go, Miss Kate and June.
Oh my God, I'm going down this live right now. Miami's not winning the game.
Cleveland looks unbeatable. I mean, you see, like they've got like 5 guys who can just like Ty Jerome has been a revelation for them, and I still think my Magic are probably gonna go out in 6 or 7, but maybe 5.
Yes. Instead of worrying about my Heat and the Cavaliers, you should be worrying about King's Speech Row in this debate.
Oh,
and you coughing up another debate like you did versus Fart Man over there at the Michael Jordan Fans of the Worst page.
Mm-hmm. Bias ass judges over there. King's Speech, how can I hit you up? I need your information, sir. Come into our Discord. Please.
Come into Discord, man. Nobody want to talk about the Heat like Brandon said. Ain't nobody asked y'all anything about Miami Heat and the Cavs series, okay? Ain't nobody said nothing about that. Y'all just love bringing up shit.
Just dead man walking. Dead man walking in that thing.
DPOY.
I can't take it. Well, anyways, other than that, there was some good games yesterday other than the Miami Heat versus the Cavaliers, which was a brilliant game. If you did like how I did, gave the Heat 20 points. But the Warriors and the Rockets is another great series that I believe will be going 7-game series as well. And the Warriors pulled out a real tough battle yesterday versus the Rockets. I don't know if the Rockets offensively have enough to keep up with the Warriors if Curry's going to play the way he's playing. But I don't think Curry can keep this up for 5 games in the series all the way through. He can do it a couple of games. So I still seen this going 7. But that was a great game yesterday. Let's start with you, Brandon, man. You love the light skin special. What did you think of your boy yesterday, man, and how they playing in the Warriors?
Able to watch any games. I was out all night last 2 nights.
That's true. That's true. See, celebrating life, man. Damn. Oh man, so got the Rockets. All right, so let's go with you, John. Let's start with you. What do you think about that series, and what do you think?
One, I was on the radar when the game started, so we was on live. But I got to watch it. I don't think Steph Curry can handle that workload for that type of series. Jimmy means so much to that team, and what he brings to that team means so much. And I think you're right on point that Houston don't have an offense that, and it's not even much they need to win this series. They so inconsistent on the offensive end, and they don't have a. I don't believe they have the. I think the players on the team. I don't think he's ready yet that you can give him the ball, and we need 2 points on this play right here. We need to stop their run. And we got a lull right here. We need 2 points right now. I believe the players on that team. I just don't think he's ready yet, and I just think it's too early for him right now. So I really think Houston. I thought Houston was going to win this series, but I think Golden State will win this series. Even though I believe Houston has a better team.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Like I said, it was a real good game last night. I do remember watching both the game and obviously the Radar yesterday when you guys were live. You guys got a chance, definitely go check out the Radar show from last night. It's right on our GOAT James Kingdom platform. Y'all make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit that ring notification. That way you know when we go live, which we're going to continue to do every Saturday night with the Radar show. And also check out the Radar podcast channel. Subscribe to that channel and like all the content over there. So let's get your take, Travis, on this series here. What do you think? You think the Warriors got enough to just edge it out, or do the Rockets? Because Jimmy's going to be hurt for a while. That tailbone issue is not going to heal.
Well, I mean, it really depends. I mean, they got a great game out of Buddy Hield yesterday. That was like he was just on fire. I don't know if that can be sustained, but like him, like Gary Payton Jr. was a huge factor too. If Steph gets the help, like they can win. I mean, Houston's been erratic for me, and Jalen Green's like whatever. But if they step up, Houston, I think as a deeper team, obviously, and like there were spurts during the season where they were playing well. They looked unbeatable, like especially defensively. But I think that I still like Golden State because Steph Curry's on another level. If you watch the last 2 games, he's been just, I mean, incredible offensively. Like the shots he's hitting, like his spacing, he looks better than ever. as far as, I mean, at least this season. Like, he looks rejuvenated. I think that I still like the Warriors winning this. I mean, but it really just depends on the role players. Like, people have got to step up. Like, can they still get the same kind of production? But I would not be surprised if Houston, because I agree with John, they have the better team, but especially with Jimmy gone. But I mean, I think that Steph Curry is too much of a goat to let them lose.
Yeah, they were playing great yesterday. That was a great game, man. I like I said, I think it's gonna go 7, but I think the Warriors can edge them. But we'll see. It's that one's up in the air for me. I had the Rockets win that series to begin with, but looking at the way the Warriors are playing, Draymond Green's intensity, just they just seem to understand their role. They're well coached. But that's the thing I like about Houston. So is Houston. Houston doesn't, for some reason, Jalen Green just doesn't seem to take games over like I think he can. And even though I think he's a good player and he can do it, but he just has moments where I don't know what happens to their offense. They try to go to Segun, and Segun just, I think they should just use Jalen Green more than that. I think they like to try to make it 50-50. This should just be more Jalen Green. But, again, they got this far. Let's see how they can take it. But the other crazy game from yesterday was the Clippers and the Nuggets game. Now, that one was crazy. Did you see that one, Brandon? Yes, you was out partying that early too?
I didn't see any games the last 2 days, but I like it. So,
that was great. But you did see the shot though, right? Aaron Gordon. I mean, the last split second, his hand got off the ball.
Yeah.
And it counted. I mean, the last split second, and it was a crazy play because I don't even know if Joker traveled or not. But either way, Joker shot some wild shot.
Weird.
He did a spin move.
That's the problem.
That's
the problem.
Yeah, he does make those shots.
He's a lot versus the Lakers. Last couple.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that with knowing that he makes them or knowing that he can make them, I thought it was kind of crazy that Gordon still jumped. That he still kind of jumped to just in case, right? Like it was so, because he caught the ball with like 0.3, 0.4 seconds on the clock. Like it was crazy, and he didn't let it go. Because you remember what's his name? Josh Hart had a play where he let the ball go, and if he didn't dunk it, like if he would have dunked it, it would have been, it would have not counted. But he let the ball go right before the shot, the clock went out. So he was able to get the basket. But this one, he actually dunked it. Like it was like an alley hoop. It was, it was perfect timing. Perfect timing.
He got fouled on the play as well.
Oh,
I believe he got fouled on the play as well because it's like, I believe it was game over regardless because I believe the ref should have called a foul because he got fouled as he was dunking. And the ref had called, it was so close that the ref had called it good at the end. I don't think it was enough evidence for you to turn it around. So, I mean, I don't even know why it took him so long to
they had to look at it. They had to review. That was so close. They had to review. And there was one specific angle from above that showed his right as soon as his fingertip got off the ball, the light went on. Like it was instantly. As soon as they reversed it back 1/10 of a second, his finger was on the ball. Like it was exactly perfect. Like that was the most craziest thing I've seen in the playoffs in a long time. Which is why I think this first round playoffs are going to continue to be great because I see this series as well going 7 games.
This is going to be the series of the playoffs because they so evenly matched. Even though I think the Clippers had the better team, but I think Denver got the best player. And it's 7. This series is going 7. I mean, I don't think nobody got the advantage towards anybody. I think this is a 7-game series. It's written all over it. It's supposed to go 7. It would be disappointing if this series don't go 7 because I think it's an even matchup.
Yeah,
it's a dog fight.
Yeah. We don't have no ulterior motives here, man. What is wrong with you, Peter? Peter's a funny dude. Yo.
Peter Backjuice, how do the Warriors have the 2 best players in the league? Who are you talking about?
We're going to put the link up for him.
Horrible take about what?
I don't know. The link will be up very shortly. In fact, the link was up for anybody who was a Kings Guard member of the GJK membership. Like we said, if you are a Kings Guard member, you're allowed to have access to the show before Sunday noon Eastern time. That way you can be a part of the panel just like you see all of us here every Sunday. So yeah, it's available for you as a Go James Kingdom. But we're gonna put it up for Peter to defend himself. We got 2 more series to talk about. And then actually one more series to talk about, and then we'll put the link up while we're talking about the Lakers series, because we know, for me, another series that I don't think it's going to go 7, but it's going to be a dogfight. This Indiana and this Milwaukee series, they play tonight at 9:30 p.m. What do you think is about to happen for that series, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm hoping that the Bucks could tie it up so it could be a good series, but I'm surprised that the Pacers has been, outplaying them. With, Giannis been playing great, and, Dame is hurt, but I did expect the Bucks to win this series, but it doesn't. It looks like the Pacers was in the Eastern Conference Final last year. They look like they could get back there this year. Who knows? But
I had the Pacers winning.
I'm going to be one of the two, but yeah, I didn't have them winning. The Pacers been playing well.
Yeah, I had the Pacers winning. I had the Pacers winning this series. I thought they were a bad matchup for the Bucks. And it kind of shows a little bit, but the Bucks definitely showed some fight last game because they were down a good amount, and they came back and won that game. So they win today. It's a 2-2 series. Definitely go back to Indiana and make it great. So let's get your take on that one, Travis. What do you think of this Indiana and Pacers series?
I think it's going exactly how we thought. I didn't think the Bucks would get swept, but I think Indiana is definitely the better, more well-balanced team, especially with a not 100% Dame. Mm-hmm. Giannis is doing his thing, obviously, but there's just too much Miles Turner, too much Halliburton. They have a bunch of people who can stretch. They made the conference finals last year, right, for a reason.
Yeah. So they're great in transition. Halliburton's great. They have fantastic. Some great dogs. Yeah.
I think he's underrated, but I think it'll go. It might go 7, but I think it's going to be 6. I think Indiana closes it out and moves along.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I got Indiana as well. What about you, John? What do you think of this series? Who you got so far since we've seen? I
honestly had the Bucks winning this series. I thought it would go 5, at most 6 for the Bucks. This is surprising me. It's what this series is showing me, and tell me if I'm off, Johnny. The last 2 years, Giannis been hurt. It has been an excuse for them not winning the series because Giannis has been hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this series, Giannis is healthy, and they're down in the series. I felt that the Bucks can win this series without a healthy Dame. Would the Bucks have won any of them series, even if Giannis would have played versus Miami? I'm starting to think. Even though Giannis is a great player, I believe he needs that help for them to win that series because, they have nobody to even match up with Giannis, and the Pacers is taking this series. They take it to him, and they even feel like the Pacers feel like we just better than y'all. If y'all watching the game, some things y'all can see when you understand basketball. Pacers just believe they're better than Milwaukee, and they feel like the Pacers feel like they should be up 3-0. They feel like that. We should be up 3-0 in this series and getting ready for the sweep. But
Gary Trent Jr. doesn't drop 30 points again.
Well, they might be able to do it. That's the thing. They might be able to do it. But again, I like the way Milwaukee fought back in Game 3, showing some fight, making it a good series. But I still got Indiana winning this series. I think Indiana wins tonight. So that definitely ends there. So let's get right to the crux of it because everybody's here. Shout out to everybody who's watching us on FYF Sports Debate. Also on I think it's breaking news outlet. Shout out to y'all. We back here like we do every Sunday noon Eastern time doing the Lord's work. And like y'all know, we here to talk about the Lakers. And as y'all can see, Luka Doncic is actually balling. The Lakers are down.
We're just going to skip the best series in the league, the Thunder Grizzlies.
Who? Ain't nobody still Thunders and Grizzlies, man. Let's bring up the Lord of GOAT James Kingdom in the building. Shout out to Blue Boat, man. So Blue Boat, they out here disrespecting the GOAT, and they think that LeBron James is not the one. And we keep telling y'all, LeBron James is the one. Y'all got to stop acting funny. LeBron James is the one.
Who's the all-time leader of postseasons? The answer's Braun. The Bible ain't tell us King James was from Akron. All-time leader in points ain't nothing average. son. And Lester's Gloria, but they call him the chosen one. Stephen A. trolling. We seen that boxing video, that uppercut bogus. Akron hammer over everything. You better zoom, soldier. You want your lady smacked, then take Brian for the overchase. Don't block, now you a post. Moment of silence for the mamba. When she was still alive, we bleed purple and gold. Real legends never die. Shout out to A.O., that boy playing out his mind. No matter the list of line, I'll take the Lakers in 5 and one Brian. One Brian. One Brian. One Brian.
That's my new ringtone.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh,
Go ahead, Blue Bolt. The floor is yours, brother. Go ahead, brother.
Well, as opposed to shout out to the salute to everybody, you know what I mean? I hope everybody having a good Sunday and everything, you know what I mean? Y'all doing an excellent job as always and whatever. This whole question, like, okay, basketball heads, actual heads who understand the game, it's not going to tarnish his legacy. But the casuals, they're coming for him. The narratives are coming, I'm telling you right now. Especially if Lakers lose this series and Golden State advances. They're going to take Steph Curry and try to say, you know what? Steph Curry's on the verge of passing LeBron James because he's about to win one more championship. But then again, people are so blinded by the number of championships. If that's the case, then goddamn Bill Russell should be your goddamn GOAT. Why ain't Bill Russell is Bill GOAT and Bill Russell's not in your top 5 and shit? I don't understand that if it's about rings. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's just like it's crazy how they move the goalposts and crazy how they want to chase narratives. But get ready for all the LeBron's overrated. LeBron is Steph Curry's era. LeBron is the bridesmaid. LeBron is nothing compared to Steph. LeBron is not a better player than Steph Curry. Steph Curry's been more dominant from the Stephen A. Smiths, the Kendrick Perkins, all these so-called clowns in the media, man. Like, you know, these guys on Cameron and Mays, they're already saying it. You know, Ron Parker's going to go in. Rick Bucher's going to go in. And all these former players that still got, after all these years, got a bone to pick with LeBron for some reason. I mean, I don't understand it, man. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're not even putting in the context of their careers. You're not even putting in the context of dominance, actual dominance, you know? So it's like they want to nitpick and they want to take certain nuances and say, oh, he got 5 championships now. Oh, he the greatest shooter of all time and shit, right? They'll take that shit. They'll take everything else, put it in there like to fit their narrative and to say, oh, he's better than LeBron James now. He's in the GOAT conversation. Never mind the fact that he doesn't have more than, he don't have 50K. Never mind the fact that at 40 years old, LeBron James is about to make a, you know, all NBA second or third team. Never mind the fact that he's got over, what is it? How many assists he got all time?
Over 9,000.
Who, the GOAT? The GOAT?
Yeah.
Over 11. Over 11,000.
Over 11,000 assists.
Yeah.
Never mind that. But yeah, we're going to elevate Steph over this guy. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I like Steph. I fuck with Steph. Steph, he's hands down the greatest shooter of all time. You know what I mean? But he's become that. But people don't even use context when it comes to that shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're gonna put somebody in the conversation, take your feelings out of it, and actually analyze that shit. Analyze what's going on, man. Try to compare. You know, it's not just about championship. It's about all NBA teams. It's about all defensive teams. It's about MVPs. But yet they'll take that and say, "Oh, LeBron didn't win the unanimous MVP. Steph got him over that." But come on, man. Let's take into account both sides of the goddamn ball, right? Steph, for as great as he is, there's been times where he's been fried by people like Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, and Russell Westbrook. Am I lying?
Yeah, he's not a solid defender. I mean, he's Stephen Curry. Nobody.
Right.
You consider defensive liability.
Kyrie Irving basically had him in turn, had him days confused and lost in both finals appearances. Yeah, I'm talking about pre-Kevin Durant. The little time he was there in 2015, he couldn't. He had a problem matching up with Kyrie Irving, and 2016 was basically that. He was a matchup nightmare for Steph Curry. Kyrie Irving was. And then I see Russell Westbrook that same postseason give him the business. So it's like, okay, you're gonna take that and don't take into account that LeBron's a way better all-around defender. If we talking, we count defense, right? So I mean,
yeah, but I mean, today's show is definitely not about Stephen Curry and LeBron. We appreciate the LeBron, praise here, but in reality, it's about the Anthony Edwards and LeBron James, and we're gonna be watching games in a couple of hours. So, what's your take on this Lakers series, and what do you think is going to happen with this Laker game today?
Man, I gotta be honest with you, Johnny. I gotta be objective here. It don't look good, man. It don't look good, man. You know what I mean? Because, I know you've been singing the praises of Luka Doncic and everything. Just from my personal observation, all right. Mm-hmm. For as much as we bag on Anthony Davis, he brought something valuable to them. Yeah, I mean, outside the Denver matchup, I think they match up anybody with Anthony Davis. They match up with any other team in the West outside Denver Nuggets. But because the fact that they traded Luka for Anthony Davis straight up, they couldn't get that center out of the trade, and that trade fell through with what was it? Charlotte Hornets. Mm-hmm. What was that guy Williams? They missed a lot of size, man, and that defense where they're playing, where it's like they're constantly switching. I seen that game Friday night, and it seemed like it was a lot of switching. It was a lot of miscommunication. You know what I mean? That's because they don't have a serviceable big, As you can see, old boy, what's his name? Hayes. He can't even get any valuable minutes in this series. So now it's forcing him to play. It's forcing him to play small, but at the same time, Minnesota is playing small better than they are. But even though Gobert is a big, that Gobert is just a luxury. You talking about somebody that's actually playing small ball. I think so far the Timberwolves have proven they play small ball better than the Lakers. That's because the Lakers roster is flawed outside of, why isn't Vanderbilt getting major minutes? Why are they leaving Austin Reeves and Luka, especially, Luka's a weak defender out on the island. Now, I'm not saying that, the series is over. We got to see what's happening today. But so far, God damn, it don't look good for the Lakers.
Definitely not over. Yeah, the series definitely not over. But healthy Anthony Davis would definitely be better this series.
That's what I'm saying because he altered a lot of shots. Just go back and look at that. What was that? Didn't they play in the play-in a couple of years ago? The Timberwolves and the Lakers?
The Lakers wouldn't even be in the playoffs if Anthony Davis was still on this roster.
I don't know about that. They were way over 500 when that trade happened. But
the only team who had a chance versus them the last 2 years was Denver, and every game was close. So
right. But what I'm saying is, as it pertaining to the Timberwolves, Minnesota, right? Didn't they play the Lakers in a play-in situation a couple years back? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did. They played.
Yeah. My point is that you be seeing Anthony Edwards, you seeing Julius Randle, you seeing Jaden McDaniels, you seeing Nas Reed go to the hole. They killing Luka and Austin Reeves in that pick and roll attack. They weren't doing that when AD was there. AD altered a lot of shots. AD blocked a lot of shots, getting the rebound. He was a body that actually was a problem for the Timberwolves.
And also, everyone had defined roles when Anthony Davis was there. Now it seems like everyone they're just Luka picking and choosing.
The Lakers are giving up 106 points per game. It's not their defense that's an issue. But let's let some other folks in. We got one boy in the building. We appreciate you. We got one boy in the building. But let's hold on. Let me address one of these Zesty Jeffries in the comments. You say you'll smoke all of us, but at the end of the day, you won't hit that link, just like Zero said. The link's been up, and you're not gonna hit the link because you a coward, just like the rest of you Zesty Jeffries.
Safe in the comments.
You safe in the comments. So let's go ahead and let's let Juan Boy get in the building. and we can let Juan Boy get his take. And shout out to Juan Boy, GOAT James Kingdom member. So what do you think is going to happen today, Juan Boy? Lakers got a chance, or is it over for the Lakers?
Yeah, Lakers have a better chance, I think, of being a little bit more dominant when Rudy Gobert's on the floor. Because once they go small, their bigs like Nas Reed and Julius Randle, Jaden McDaniels, they can put the ball on the floor. That causes the Lakers to be out of position, and once they start putting the ball on the floor, like Rui. Rui is killing us because when Julius Randle is driving, he's drawing Rui's attention as the help. He's playing the drive more than the kick out too often. Rui's rotate. Rui will get a shot up and he just get a foot out of the paint, and the guy's already hit in the motion to shoot the corner three. We are getting burnt. They're attacking Rui's side because they know that he's going to bait too much on the drive. So he's killing us. But I think we ultimately got a chance to win. But we just got to stop with the unforced turnovers. You know, like Austin Reeves passing the. First of all, Vando, you shouldn't even be filling the lane because he doesn't have great hands. He should be. I'd rather Vando be in the corner trying to set up for the three, because when he's moving and trying to catch the ball, he cannot do that. So Austin Reeves has to be a better playmaker and know who the personnel he has on the floor.
Yeah, Austin Reeves hasn't been a good playmaker this series. He's actually been a little bit off his game as well, as far as playmaking wise as well. He's been turning over the ball. So
and one thing Austin Reeves is doing too much. He's second guessing and trying to dribble he's dribbling too much. If you're going to make your move. Stop with the dribbling, because all of that's taking time off the clock when you lose your handle or guys get deflections. And then when you're turning the ball over, you're not hustling back on defense. That's been killing us. But I think we could win if Jackson Hayes, like I said, he get at least like 15 to 20 minutes a game, because we need size out there. Minnesota has too much size. Outside of Conley and DiVincenzo, everybody else is big, long, strong, Pauls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got you. No doubt. Again, I feel very comfortable today. I thought that the series was going to be 2-2 coming out of Minnesota, and I don't see why it still can't be that. So let's let Twin Man in the building. What up, Twin Man? What do you think's about to happen, man? It's Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern, right here. We're gonna be able to watch this Laker game. What do you think's gonna happen, man? And what is your take on the series?
Well, first things first, I want to say, Brandon, stop being out in these streets being ratchet, drinking and partying and shit. I understand it.
Hey, it's his birthday. It's his birthday. You gotta let that man live. That man worked hard.
How old are you now, Brandon? How old are you now, Brandon?
28.
I'm 42.
Oh, yeah. Get your old ass in the house. You know you got to be in bed by 8. We the same age. Get your ass in the house, take a nap. Now, back to the series. I think what's killing the Lakers is the turnovers. It's killing them. They could have – what they tried to do at the end, which I thought was effective, they was trying to get away from them putting Luka on an island with Anthony Edwards. So what they started doing was trapping. I actually like that. They should have started doing that. As soon as he touched half court, trap him in the corner the way he was doing it, force him to come up the middle. But every time he runs up either baseline, trap his ass. Get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else be a playmaker and a facilitator. Also, I agree with Juan Boy, with Jackson Hayes. He needs to get on the floor a little bit more. Also, with Austin Reeves dribbling. He's dribbling us out of games. One move to the basket, basic basketball. I understand he has a high handle, hillbilly Kobe, all that. Stop letting that shit go to your head. It's the playoffs. Get to the basket or get to the action so we can get the passes off so we can get open shots. But they need to get more size in there for rebounding purposes. I know rebounding has been kind of even, but dominate. If you're going to have this many turnovers, you have to kill them in the rebound. It can't be close. You see what I'm saying? So the turnovers, they need to guard the ball more, and they need to really dominate on the rebounding side of the ball. I believe LeBron needs to be more aggressive. LeBron, the last game, he was very aggressive, and we saw what happened. I don't think he was really aggressive the first 2 games. So I think he needs to be more aggressive. Give it to the hot hand. Like, that's what they did last game. We was watching it. He hit 3 threes in a row. Give it to the hot hand. Let him do what he does. And then I want to talk about Perfect's chat bomb. Yeah, he dumb. LeBron hasn't been the best player on the team in the last 10 years.
Ridiculous take, right?
The dumbest shit I've ever heard. That's like saying water's not wet. Like, what is wrong with it? Like, are you high, bro? Like, I can understand not being a LeBron. I am not a Jordan fan, but I respect greatness. I am not a Kobe fan, as y'all know, but I respect greatness. You can't deny their greatness. So for him to sit here and say that ridiculous shit, I mean, I'm pretty sure old man sports, bro. He probably older than everybody on this panel. He need to, eat his tapioca and take his ass to sleep. Like, what is wrong with people, bro? And this, if they lose in the first round, will it tarnish his legacy? How? It's a first round loss. So what? They made it to the playoffs. What was your favorite player doing at 40? That's all I'm gonna ask. What was your favorite player? I don't care who it is. What were they doing at 40?
Retired.
They weren't dropping 38 points in the playoff game.
And also, not to cut anybody off, LeBron was in 10 years ago. LeBron was in his 5th straight finals.
Right.
10 years ago.
Yeah. So shout out. Let's give some shout outs to A Weezy Bang in the building. Y'all make sure to check out A Weezy Bang and Bang Sports Nation, and definitely holler at him and all the stuff that's going on over there. Yeah, man. LeBron and Luka's gonna be great, man. We ain't worrying about this over here, man. We got this, man. For all of y'all who's sitting here doubting and all, y'all know this is GOAT James Kingdom. Ain't nobody here doubting nothing in GOAT James Kingdom, man. It's always gonna be and forever gonna be Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5. Lakers in 5.
It don't matter. Divorce court, child support, Lou Dort.
Lakers in 5.
OKC, KFC, UFC.
Lakers in 5.
It doesn't matter. Chris Paul, Jake Paul, Logan Paul.
Lakers in 5.
Serge Ibaka, Chewbacca, Waka Flocka.
Lakers in 5.
Tyler Hero, superhero, guitar hero.
Lakers in 5.
You can have hard, you can have a park, you can get a garden.
Lakers in 5.
White side, back side, sunny side.
Lakers in 5.
Phoenix sun, Capri sun, the sun about to set.
Lakers in 5. 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 Lakers in 5.
More like Lakers is sick. More like Lakers.
No, we're not talking about this series. This series, we talking about the next series because we moving on to the next series. We talking about the next series. We ain't talking about this series.
Exactly. I also have to address everybody on the panel. All y'all kiss my ass. The Knicks are gonna win. Y'all some haters. Don't talk about my Knicks.
They looking
where John at? To you, John. How dare you talk about my Knicks gonna lose to Detroit? How dare you, sir?
Well, man, you over there sweating. You know you will.
Yeah.
I'm not sweating. I'm not sweating at all. We're gonna beat their ass. How dare you, John? I thought we were friends.
We are friends, and we boys. You know, we got a New York, Chicago thing going on. Detroit better. I can't root for Detroit. I'm telling you, I'm a Bull fan.
Detroit's not better. Honestly, hold on, John. I got to stop you. Detroit's not better. They are very evenly matched. Honestly, I think it will go 6 or 7 games, but I got New York pulling it out. We got the clutchest player, Jalen Brunson. I think the Knicks can pull it out.
All right, so yeah, you know
Knicks
what?
Are definitely the better team. Knicks are definitely the better team.
I don't want to hear too much. All I hear is about the Knicks in my house, so we ain't talking about the Knicks. You had your turn, Twin Man. Let's let somebody else talk. We're gonna let Mingo Jester. We're gonna let Mingo Jester up because I know I got Peter in the background. Peter, you're a GJK member. We're gonna let you up, but I know you're gonna be comfortable letting Mingo Jester up because y'all probably gonna have the same take about today's game. So Mingo Jester, are we just being fanboys, or do the Lakers really got a shot in this series? Especially today.
Well, I would say they got a shot. I can't say they don't have a shot. But I tell you one thing, Luke's gonna have to play some defense. I think one of them NBA legends said. I think one of them NBA legends said it before the series even started. Luka got to guard somebody, and yeah, that seemed like it's starting to be true because they hunting them on defense. Is what I'm trying to get at here. The Timberwolves are hunting them on defense. Yeah, he had a tummy ache. Oh, my tummy hurt. But other than that, I mean, hey, and I know we're getting down on Joel Embiid for having a tummy ache. But now y'all man's got a tummy ache. But when ain't nobody mention nothing about that though. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, again, at the end of the day, he supposedly felt bad, but he played and he didn't play good. That's really it. But I find it weird though that this is the first LeBron teammate that y'all hate. But go ahead, continue, brother. Because like I said,
the first LeBron teammate we hate. I don't hate Luka.
Y'all hate
I don't hate Luka, but the way y'all was talking like Luka got 10 championships already.
Oh, he about to get one this year though. He about to get one this year.
And I'm sitting here looking like, wait a minute. Last time I checked, what championship do Luka have? I'm still trying to figure out. I was looking at his stats, looking at his awards and stuff. I was like, I don't see a championship. What we doing?
Yeah, I know that's what he's working on this year. That's what he told you working on.
What we doing?
What they doing is they about to whoop on Minnesota today. I got the Lakers winning 107-95.
It sounds good.
Y'all said they need to play defense. So that's what's going to happen. Their defense is going to step up, and they're not going to allow 100 points today. They're going to do their job.
It sounds good, but is that going to actually happen?
Yeah, 107-95. Write it down. Take a picture.
Like I keep saying, cause my homie, he a diehard LeBron fan. He'll love this channel. But
what you mean he would love this channel? You haven't told him about us yet?
GJK, he'll love this. But
can you please pass it on to your homeboy and say, hey man, listen, go holler at GJK. There's some crazy LeBron fans over there. You'll feel comfortable. This is a happy place for us. Let me show you what happens when GOAT James Kingdom win today. You know what's gonna happen? This is how we all gonna be in GJK right here. Let me show you right here, Mingo. Just let me find my little thing here. So that y'all can see this. Yeah, this is right. This is what we're gonna look like right here. This is us right here. This is all us celebrating LeBron James' victory today on Sunday. You feel me? Now, when you go talk to Zesty Jeffrey, this is the depiction of GOAT James Kingdom you have right here for them. This is what you tell them right here. This is the nightmare for Zesty Jeffries when they show up to GOAT James Kingdom. But after today, all LeBron fans, like you say, this is gonna be us right here and celebrating and enjoying, talking about Lakers in 5.
Okay. So far as LeBron is saying they do this playoff game, I mean this playoff series tarnish his legacy. Well, I would ask one simple question. Does it boost his legacy if you win? If it boosts his legacy if you win, then it definitely counts against him if you lose.
No, not this series. No, his legacy is not boosted if he wins this series. His legacy will be boosted if he makes the finals and if he wins the finals.
Yeah, because it goes both ways. That's how I look at it.
Because making So you're gonna praise him. All right, so you're gonna praise him if he wins this series? This boosts his legacy if he wins this series?
But that was the question being posed. The question being posed is do this if he loses this first round series, does that tarnish his legacy? Well, if it doesn't, then if you win the series, do it boost it? If it boosts it, then it goes both ways. That's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. If you're gonna be a LeBron fan talking about, he got out of the first round, this boosts his series, this, then you can say, yeah, well, if he lost it, it should go against it. But I don't think no real LeBron fan thinks that. I think, obviously, like I said, if he accomplishes the accomplishment of making the finals, which is winning your conference, and if he definitely wins the finals, that definitely boosts his legacy for sure. But I don't think nothing. I don't think at this stage. I don't think nothing at this stage.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna help.
Winning the first round doesn't help any great player.
Now it allows us to troll Jordan fans a little bit more, just a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying?
Troll Jordan fan.
Yeah, it's fun, brother. Again, I was told. Let me bring up Peter now, since Peter's here. Shout out to Peter Bag Juice who's in the building.
But wait a minute. I got one more thing before you move on to Peter. I got one more thing.
Okay, what's that?
I know. I heard King John say that what did Kobe do his last 3 years of his NBA career? After that. So my thing is, did Kobe have a team? We agree that it takes a team to win a championship, right?
He had Julius Randle. He had Julius Randle. He did have Julius Randle.
Is Julius Randle even close to Luka or Anthony Davis? Yes or no?
Kobe wasn't even the best player on those teams.
Don't forget he had Swaggy P. He had Jeremy Lin.
Who winning the championship with that? Who winning the championship with that?
Kobe scored 15 points on 30% shooting.
Make the playoffs, not win the championship.
He couldn't even make the playoffs?
Look at the team. He tore his Achilles the year before.
Okay. He couldn't even make the playoffs.
Uh-huh.
You like to ask questions, but you don't like to answer questions.
I'm answering the question. So what do you mean? Can he make the playoffs?
Forget the championship. Forget it. Let's not even worry about it because he didn't even make the playoffs. He couldn't even make the playoffs.
And it was the same thing.
Playoffs?
King John. Remember when LeBron. Remember, like y'all keep telling me, when LeBron didn't have the proper help in 2019, what happened? He missed the playoffs when he got injured. What happened? It's the same. That's what I just said. Did I not just say that?
Kobe wasn't hurt his last year, though. Kobe wasn't hurt his last year, though. He wasn't hurt his last year. We're not talking about 2015 and 2014. Yeah, 2014. We understand 2014.
It's the same thing.
And
so
LeBron came off of LeBron got a LeBron tore
and not say it the other way.
LeBron tore his foot. What was that? The year before last?
2021.
No, he tore his foot the year before last. That was the year before last. Didn't it, when he had the tendon in his foot?
That was 2023, right?
No, 2021.
Yeah, in the playoffs. No, that was 2023 in the playoffs. I think that was 2023 in the playoffs. Yeah, that was in the playoffs. Yeah, man. But you know what, Mingo? Justin, we know.
Move on,
we're not. Listen, we're not here to bash Kobe. We're not here to bash Kobe, but we know we're
here to bash Kobe.
Yeah,
I'm be right here. Hey, we ain't doing that.
I know, and you see, we got Twin Man on the ropes for you. We're not gonna let Twin Man come out of the ropes. We're gonna let Twin Man.
I don't care about Twin Man. He can come on, Brian. I'll be waiting on him.
I know he's still here, but let's let Peter in. Shout out to Peter. Hey, Peter, should we watch the game together, brother? Pause at 3:30, brother. You want to watch the game? Go, James. Remember, it's on you. Should we watch the game together? Huh?
Shit, I'm down.
You down? I want to hear. I need your shit talking throughout the game. That shit boosts me and motivates me. But you obviously, but we talking the Lakers game. So what you got for us today, man? Because you was with us the other night watching the game.
You need an antagonist, man.
I need it.
You feel me?
I'm gonna let you live. I'm gonna let you live.
No, I'm saying in general. Thank you, Mama. I'm just saying it's good to have an antagonist. You feel me? It can't just be all daffodils and roses. You feel me? You need a bad guy, like Scarface said, and that's me.
No.
That's the role I play.
Oh my God. So what you got today, man? So is it over for the Lakers? Is it Wolves in 5? Or do the Lakers come back today? What happens?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I had the Lakers winning this series in 6, but I think it's Wolves in 5. If the Lakers pull this out, I'd be really, really impressed. Because what it would take for them to win is them being just out of this world on offense. But I haven't seen that type of synergy between LeBron and Luka. Somehow, some way, them two can't be dominant at both at the same time. It's like if one do his thing, the other's gonna be a kind of diminished. If the other one do his thing, the other, you feel me? And that's what it's gonna take, because in the other areas of the game, they're really overmatched physically. I know you guys are talking about the turnovers, but I don't know if you guys have ever played against like really tall, athletic guys who know how to play defense. Them guys make you turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. Like I seen Austin, and he has a great handle. And it really speaks to the type of player that he is, with his physical limitations, that he's able to flourish in the league that the way that he has. But you can see it, it's visible. When you see Jaden McDaniels kind of, close down the space on him. Now I'm saying, like, close down the space on Reeves, you can see the level of discomfort, like, because those guys are quick. Like, you're not going to beat him to the spot. So you got to do the bit. Like Buddy was saying, he don't like all that bit. You're not going to. Austin Reeves can't take that dude off one dribble or one step. He just can't.
But
so it's tough.
But McDaniels has it when, let's say if Austin Reeves is driving, he in the regular season, he was great at drawing contact. He's not getting them fouls. He's not getting them same type of fouls in the playoffs. So he has to be better.
That's the other thing.
But like I said, with Daniels closing, he might be able to bump him off his spot, but Daniels is long enough and quick enough to recover, to close out.
Right. And
he's a great defender. And his offense is coming together. I'm not
But
worried.
but you
I know what he's going to do on defense, but it's his offense that's killing us.
but you also got Jaden McDaniels out here scoring 30 points.
No, but
And
I mean, but give credit to what Peter's trying to say is that yes, that the Timberwolves defense is really really good. They are really making it hard for the ISOs for LeBron, Luka, or Austin Reeves. But some of those turnovers, though, Peter, were unforced. Like some of them were just unforced turnovers. They're just bad mistakes by the Lakers, like LeBron, not catching that ball. This guy Rudy dribbling off of somebody's leg. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, these are things that you could kind of prevent. The Luka steal, like, right? Luka not holding the ball after a rebound, letting this guy come behind him and stripping the ball. So, like, things like that, the Lakers could do a better job of. These are the things. But again, you are right. The Timberwolves are one of the better defending teams in the NBA. They were, I believe, they were top 5. If not, they were definitely top 10 as far as points per game. That's what I go by. But we got Hollywood Herm in the building. Shout out to Hollywood Herm. Herm is always bringing the perspective. Salute to you, brother. We talking the Lakers series. You can see what's going on, man. So what do you got for us for the Lakers series, and how you think this is going for them? Is it over for them, or they win today?
I'm just taking one game at a time. Like I was telling you, that's the approach that I felt Laker fans and LeBron fans should take, one game at a time. For what I seen last game, Minnesota adjustment was, we not going to let Luka beat us. We going to let everybody else beat us. And with LeBron, his 38 that he got is different from the 38s he got in the past. When he normally get the 38s in the past, it was because he was attacking downhill, getting guys in foul trouble, still was able to facilitate, get others involved. That 38 last game was not the typical Bron dominant game. If you Minnesota, you could live with that. If he taking all jumpers and he's just knocking them down, cool. At least nobody else is in the flow of the game. At least nobody else has it going on. So if LeBron taking those jumpers on Julius Randle like he doing and he making them, cool. Mm-hmm. You can live with that in you Minnesota. You just can't live with Luka get it going, because once Luka get it going, that's what opens everything else for the Lakers. So I think Minnesota did a good job coming out with the zone in the beginning of the game, just to basically say, hey, Luka, you ain't finna find your mismatches and do that shit to us and get off to a great start again. We gonna slow you up with this zone, and we gonna make everybody else beat us. And I think that's the mentality they take for the rest of the series. But can JJ Redick make the adjustments to run Luka off ball screens, to have Luka get to different spots on the floor without actually having to dominate the ball, because they actually preparing for that pick and roll or for Luka to look for mismatches. So
does Luka have that in his game though, Herm? That
I think
yeah, he's a good spot up shooter and a good catch and shoot shooter. He is. He really can.
Yeah, I think he does, but it's just all about, it's kind of hard for when you get a mid-season acquisition like that. It's kind of hard to implement those type of things when teams make adjustments to what you primarily like to do. So that's the difficult part that Redick is facing. But when you do got elite guys like LeBron or Luka, it is possible to the point where that you could get some things going, run some actions for them that they don't have to primarily dominate the ball to get good looks or to be to hit different spots on the floor that they will excel at. So I'm interested to see what Redick would do. But if you Minnesota, you come with the same approach. We're not gonna let you get going, Luka, but everybody else can. We gonna see if LeBron. We gonna see you could turn back the clock again. You dare LeBron to do it again, especially if he's taking all jumpers like he did Game 3. So you can live with that. But if LeBron's hitting them cool, he's gonna keep them in the game. But like later on during the game, they pulled away eventually because LeBron did need his teammates to make certain plays.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say, Herm. You brought up a good point about not having the time to actually probably have a bunch of sets where Luka can be off the ball, right? It's probably easier to do it with LeBron than you could do it with Luka. Do you think, because I thought that was an issue in Game 3. I thought that they just went to Luka to close the game out, but they could have went to LeBron. But like you said, they don't have that chemistry yet to put Luka in that position at the end of the game. So you think that was kind of, because I think, like I said, I think part of Game 3 was JJ Redick's fault. I think he kind of got out coached.
He most definitely got out coached last game because once he saw, because everybody that's on the panel and everybody that supports the Lakers and LeBron seen it, like they basically was trying to take Luka at the game and basically saying we'll live with everybody else. We not gonna let Luka get going. That's when I felt he probably should start making adjustments, start doing different things, and change it up to the point where, hey, Luka, you got to play off ball a lot in this game, and we're going to need you to excel in it. We got to run it through Bron. Bron is a high IQ guy. You should be able to work off Bron. We seen you work off of Kyrie last postseason to where you was getting going, even though Kyrie was dominating the ball in a lot of moments in the playoffs last year. So he's capable of doing it. It's just that what can JJ Redick implement in a short amount of time for them to actually run successful sets with those two, especially when Minnesota making the adjustments that they make it defensively to counteract Luka getting off to those great starts that he got off to the first two games. So that's interesting to see, but I think that's a lot to ask for. But, hey, that's what, JJ Redick, this is an opportunity that he could relish in, take that challenge, and maybe he could excel in it. I don't think so personally, but that's gonna be the main thing to watch the game for. What adjustments did JJ make to counteract what Minnesota's trying to do?
I think the Lakers need to make too many adjustments. If Luka just played better, they would have won. So early in the season, LeBron and Luka was scoring 30 in games. Like both of them had 30 points in multiple games. So I don't know how well they will be with Luka playing off the ball. LeBron, like you said, is probably better doing that. Luka just needs to make more shots, needs to play better. And he wasn't feeling well. So if the game, like the Timberwolves played a great game, but if Luka would have played a little better, felt better, the Lakers would have won. So I don't know how many more adjustments the Lakers need to make other than making sure Jayden Daniels don't kill them. I mean, if the game played out exactly the same and Luka wasn't under the weather, I think the Lakers would have won that game.
Hey, Norm,
But it's a trend. If people was paying attention to the Mavericks last postseason, when teams primarily took away Luka's ability to find mismatches, they struggled. He struggled. Like in the Clippers series initially, he was struggling for the most part in that series because the Clippers didn't let him find the mismatches. They was doing different things defensively to get the ball out of Luka's hands, to make him
But it's
uncomfortable.
different. You got LeBron James on the team, though. It's different. It's not Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is just limited to what he can do. LeBron's not.
Clipper series last year.
Kyrie Irving is not limited. He's one of the more complete
He's not as
players
limited.
in the game. He's not limited.
He was definitely limited versus the Celtics, and you can't limit Kyrie because inside. You cannot limit LeBron James at all.
But the Celtics had a perfect game plan. We got a team.
I'm just saying. Yeah, you cannot limit LeBron James at all. So Luka,
I mean,
like
I
if
think
you
the
try to
Celtics
double
would have
team Luka, you could try to double team Luka.
If LeBron was on the team instead of Kyrie, the Celtics would have neutralized that the same way.
No, they wouldn't.
No one
been the same thing.
That's a team full of defenders.
It would have been the same thing.
And they would have let
no one has the players limit LeBron James in anything. That has never been a thing.
Does this affect LeBron's legacy?
In the playoffs, you got like LeBron hasn't never been limited before. It had been series before that teams had made it comfortable, had made it possible to the point where that other players had to succeed, had to win. LeBron had to work extra hard. Yes, he was averaging 30, but he was shooting 40% from the field, being kind of inefficient from his standards due to the fact that he had to work too hard. I mean, it was
the 15 finals,
15
probably
finals,
under.
18
He was under
finals.
40%. Yeah, he was under 40% from the field. That's Brandon. He just said there are series where he still got his 30, but he was inefficient by his standards, and that would be one such series.
The
Under
dude had
40%.
36, 13, and 9. Like you wasn't limited.
Are we not? But how does that? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on, Herb. Real quick, King John.
That's a different argument that y'all just made. What he did in that Golden State series. The argument he just made
wasn't the same thing that happened in that Golden State series. So that's a whole different argument that you made about the Golden State series. It's a different argument.
Okay, I came in I was doing something, so I don't know if he said something
LeBron
before,
on
but
the court, and you go limit LeBron James by putting 5 players on LeBron James. You could do that if you want.
The
You could
Celtics
do
would
that
have
if you want
limited
today.
Bro, what are we talking
limited
about?
LeBron.
put 5 on
The
him. You mean
Celtics
like just
defense is that great.
loading up on him?
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
don't literally put 5 players on one guy, but
That's what
I would
So wait,
assume
Haskell,
that's what he.
if he loses, does this mean he's no
That's
longer the
exactly
GOAT?
what they did.
Well, I
They
don't
just
listen.
dared. They just
I don't
dared
even
Derrick
want to. I don't
Rose.
even want to
This
say
what the
where I got
Celtics
LeBron
did.
because people gonna go crazy on me. But
Yeah, if you guys
Well,
watched
you a
the
hater,
finals
Peter.
last
You're
year,
a hater.
all the Celtics did was dare PJ Washington to hit those shots that he been hitting. We go dare Derrick Jones Jr. to hit those shots that he been hitting. Hell, we know Gafford and Lively, they limited, so we not too much worried about them. All we gotta do is primarily focus on Luka and Kyrie. When they get the ball, all we gotta do is crowd their space. Crowd everything they're trying to do. Once they get past one of our great on-ball defenders, hell, we already right there waiting on them. So
Herm Asante says
it's
that he agrees with everything you
easy to
said,
game plan for that.
no,
and he
but
loves
see,
you.
my thing is, hold on a minute. But my thing is though, Luka and Austin Reeves gonna have to guard somebody. I don't know who they're gonna guard, but they're gonna have to try to guard because in any series, Jaden Daniels can't be scoring 30 points. In any series, I don't care who they playing. Jaden Daniels can't be out there scoring 30
They
points.
are making him an all-star.
If
They're
Jaden
definitely
Daniels
making him an
get 30
all-star.
points, it's gonna be a bad day for the other team. I'm
Wait,
just saying.
Hey, but
Bag Juice, where do you
Julius
have
Randle
LeBron
actually
ranked?
been getting
What
what
was
he
that
wants
nonsense?
too, which is surprising too. I didn't think Julius Randle was gonna play as well as he's been playing, and he's playing well, and he's
I
getting
mean, he's
whatever he
playing like he
wants.
always plays. That's
No,
how he plays.
but he actually getting what he wants though. I
I
mean,
mean, that's how he plays.
he ain't never
He's a
played.
big,
He ain't
strong
never
guy.
played like
Like
this in the playoffs. He ain't never played like this in the playoffs.
this is
And then
I know you
Julius
know
Randle.
because your
This
wife,
is
your wife
nothing
is
new
cursing
that we
out
see from
Julius Randle
Julius.
every year with the Knicks. I
and
know
also
she
the Lakers
curses
ain't got
him out.
nobody for Nas Reed either. They ain't
Yeah,
got
Nas
nobody
Reed
for
is a
Nas
problem.
Reed. Not nothing. They ain't got nothing for
They
Nas
don't.
Reed.
They don't really need
So
anybody for
wait,
Don.
Peter, are you saying that you don't have LeBron top 5? Is that what I heard?
no, I don't.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, I
What?
don't.
Wait a minute.
Cook, Peter, cook, man.
Oh
Cook.
shit.
That's his
Yeah, but I
opinion.
mean,
That's his opinion.
my rubric for assessing players in an all-time type of context is kind of unorthodox. It's because
So
I don't
terrible.
like.
Wait, hold on.
I mean,
You said, hey, hold on, Peter. You said you don't have LeBron top 5.
no, I don't.
So
Then I
you
don't take
definitely definitely the way you rate players is unorthodox. You're right, because that just don't make any sense.
Yes.
But I do want to hear how you rank players. That's very interesting. Let me hear it.
Is it footwork?
I say some weird shit like championships,
No,
like
I
impact,
want to hear it.
like
Yeah, I want to hear it.
translation.
Championships matter. You play to win the
Bro,
Yeah, I
game.
let
want to
him
hear it. Come on. Yeah,
Play to
Peter.
win the game.
Everybody waiting.
Word.
Everybody waiting.
Yeah, let him say it. He can tell you he got a mouth.
Come on, Pete.
Come on, Peter.
So for in my rubric, of course, the platinum standard is being the lead dog, number one option, whatever you want to call it, on a dynastic team or on a dynasty. Tier below that would be being the lead dog
Hold on, Peter. Hold on. You say you have to be the lead dog on a dynasty? You can't just be
I don't say
the
you
best
have
player
to
on a good
be.
team?
No. Listen to what I'm saying. Remember, this is within the context of how I assess or how I appraise who is the best players of all times, right? The cream of the crop. So the standards are these are the most prohibitive standards. These are the most exclusive standards of any. You get what I'm saying? So
you say you have to be a lead player. You have to be the lead player on a dynasty. That's just what you said.
No. I didn't say you have to be. I didn't say you have to be. I said that's the platinum standard. So guys who have led dynasties as that lead dog, those are the cream of the crop. Those are, you get what I'm saying?
Okay, those players are set above everybody. You just cannot be
Bill Russell's the GOAT. And who are those players? Who are those players? How many players are in the Platinum Series, and who are those players?
I want to hear this.
It would be Dream,
Jordan,
Shaq.
Oh, wait. Dream. Wait. You consider Dream?
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I just want to make sure you say Dream led a dynasty. Am I correct by saying that?
No, I'm sorry. I misspoke.
Oh,
I
okay.
misspoke.
Yeah.
So it would be.
We're gonna catch you on this. Go ahead.
No, I misspoke. I just always be wanting to give Dream props because I don't think he get nearly the. I don't think he nearly get nowhere near the love that he supposed to get. 10. But yeah.
Shit,
So in terms of
who of niggas that had dynasties, man.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why I'm willing to.
Those guys.
I want to hear it.
That I want to hear. Come on.
Yeah, so those guys would be.
We need some examples. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
get
to
the point. You doing all this.
I can't. Everybody's talking. I can't.
Come on, y'all. Let them talk.
Yeah, so those guys would be Diesel, obviously, Jordan. I wouldn't say Bill Russell. I put the 60s in a different category. I look at the 60s as almost a different sport. So it'd be.
Okay. Hold on. Okay.
Let him finish. So he got Shaq. He got Jordan. Who else?
Timmy. Steph.
What dynasty does Timmy have? What dynasty does Timmy have?
Steph.
Y'all don't consider
the Spurs didn't even repeat, by the way.
Did you
y'all
say
don't consider the Spurs
Curry?
to be a dynasty?
Okay.
No, but we also consider the Heat to be a dynasty as well. But you wouldn't say that.
Okay, let them have Timmy. But did you say Steph Curry?
Yeah, he did say Steph.
Yeah.
How can you lead a dynasty if you're not the best player on the team? Well, why did you say Pippen?
I have him as the best player on every team that he's ever played on, including with that fraud.
We all know Steph was
including
not.
Including that peasy-headed fraud who's a modern-day version of George. Let me get it out. That peasy-headed fraud. He's been the best player on every team that he's ever been on, including that peasy-headed fraud who's the modern-day George Gervin. I don't care about the 3-level shit and the efficiency and all of that shit. That nigga is a fraud.
Durant.
Okay.
Hold on. I just want to make sure I understand it correctly.
But we all know Steph
Brandon, I just want to make sure I want to make sure I understand him correctly. Are you saying when Kevin Durant was on Golden State, Steph Curry was the lead dog?
That's what he said.
Is that what you're saying?
Facts.
Yeah, I don't
say that.
He was.
That's crazy.
I'm not
That's crazy, man. Come on.
He was by far their most impactful player. And
So he's gonna make that.
Wow.
There's a reason they repeat, bro. There's a reason.
Wait. You guys are not. Let him speak.
Yeah.
Brandon will address him. Go ahead.
And I'm standing on that 10 toes planet, nigga. Rambo taking out battalions, nigga.
Okay. So you said Jordan, Shaq, Tim Duncan, and Steph are those top tier players.
Platinum
those are the guys who,
status.
I put them. Now, Steph,
anyone else?
There's a little bit of a caveat. There's a caveat with Steph, though. See, that was I should get on. It's unorthodox, but there's a caveat. There's a caveat with Steph, right? Go ahead, Brandon.
No, we get it. Like, who else is in this top tier status besides those 4 players?
That's got to be it. Who else got dynasties?
I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of any other.
Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. No. We gotta do this. If you're gonna give Tim Duncan the dynasty, right? Who gets the dynasty for the Lakers in the 80s?
Oh, that's true. I did. See, and that's where that lead dog thing gets tricky because.
So here's a question for you, Pete, really fast.
You don't consider Magic as the lead dog?
Not for the dynasty, you can't, because he can't be the lead dog for the dynasty.
He wasn't.
Nor can Kareem.
My thing is,
it's really half and half.
So wait, Peter, here's a question for you.
I never.
The most impactful player. The most impactful
So wait,
player.
Pete, if you say that Steph Curry had a dynasty and Diesel, right? So Diesel won like 4 championships in 6 years. Steph Curry won 3 in 7 years. So did LeBron James. LeBron James won 4 championships in 7 years as the undisputed best guy.
No, LeBron did not
See,
lead a
I
dynasty.
disagree with him being
so that's what
undisputed
Peter's saying.
best. I don't agree with that.
What about Bird?
What?
Not that 2020 run. I don't think he's an undisputed. I wouldn't fight you on that if you said he was better than Anthony Davis. I'm not going to fight
to
you.
2016.
But
2012 to 2016
where there's no question. Well, he said 4. You said 4. Did you say 3
he did
or 4?
He did say 4. He did say 4.
Okay.
He did say 4.
I think you said 3. I think you said 3. Did you
That's crazy that you do that. That's crazy you do that because we can go to series and we can go to playoffs where Jordan wasn't the undisputed leader of his team. Like we can literally do that.
What series is that?
We can do that with Shaq too. So, okay, so
and Stephen Curry.
What
and Tim Duncan.
Bird. What about Larry Bird? Is that a no for Larry too?
Yeah, you could do that for you. You could do that for Tim, but Tim has 99. Well, you know what? I'm gonna take 99 out. Tim has 03. Hold on. Tim has 03, 05, and 07 as an undisputed top player.
He wasn't even Finals MVP in 07.
He
was 03. I said 03. My bad.
No, you sure about 07? You sure about 07?
Finals MVP don't really matter.
Yeah. 07.
No. I'm just saying based off. I'm talking about impact. I'm talking about based off impact. Are you sure you want to go based off what he said off of impact? Because we already know he's not really going off of stats. Because there's stats Yeah, he's going off of who he feels is the most impactful player. In 2007, it wasn't really Tim Duncan. No, I didn't say you went off of feeling. I just said you're not using stats. I didn't say you went off of feelings. I just said you're not using stats. But if we really look at who was the most impactful player for the 2007 Spurs, it's not a guaranteed hands over that it was Duncan. Hands down Duncan. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not the same way you can say for 2020 it's not hands down for LeBron. That's what we're trying to say. There's some of these guys we can, like in 2002 when the Lakers won their 3rd championship, it can hands down say Kobe was really the lead dog of that team.
Yep. Nah, hell no.
Why?
Okay. I'm just saying. Impact wise, and Mingo just to tell you this, impact wise, 2002 Kobe was the dude. That's fact.
Yeah,
he was.
But hold on. Back to Tim Duncan though. So you don't take into account that Tim Duncan never missed the playoffs in 19 season.
What?
He got Tim Duncan. He got Tim Duncan in the platinum. He got Tim Duncan in the
platinum status. But I want to know about Bird.
Bird is questionable.
Yep.
Peter. Larry Bird, no.
Oh, how did I miss Bird?
He never had a dynasty, dude.
Oh no.
I mean, they won. Oh yeah, right. They didn't. They didn't have a dynasty. That's right. I was thinking 3 straight, but that's 3 straight MVPs, not 3 straight championships. Yeah. Yeah. He didn't have a dynasty. He didn't have a dynasty.
Duncan never had 3 straight.
Okay.
He didn't. No, but here I have two qualifiers for what constitutes a dynasty. T Perfect.
I think you're all over the place, man.
Yeah. Let's move on. Like we get it. The 4.
I don't get is why are you considering Steph before Magic Johnson? That's the thing I'm confused
Steph didn't
about.
3 straight.
Steph don't even have a repeat.
Steph got 4 championships in 8 or 9 years. That's why.
Okay. Let's go to your like next category. You said the dynasty leader. Well, what else next to be in the GOAT debate?
Oh, so in the gold series or in the gold, the gold standard would be being the lead dog on a championship team.
Okay,
yeah,
and we
that's
could
a lot of
judge
people.
that by finals
everyone?
MVP, right? So basically, we could judge that by finals MVPs.
No. It goes by your playoff run, the entire playoff run, and the regular season. So it factors all of that in. Not just being the finals MVP.
Okay. So what is your top 5 list for that?
There would be overlap with the dynasty guys.
What?
So There would be overlap. There's someone here not speaking English.
Okay.
There would be
No, wait, no.
Who's
With
your
the
top five for this? Who's your top five for this in order? Then who's your top five for this in order? Like you don't have to explain it to us. Just who's your top five in order?
You still there, Peter? Did we lose him?
Hey, my bad, y'all.
Okay, no, there you go. He's back. He's back. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on right quick. I got to do something. Hold on, y'all.
Okay. He's
Yeah,
handling
check the
something.
notes.
Okay. So
Yeah.
he's shaking notes. Okay,
Yeah,
so wait.
check the notes.
So
You really gotta think about that shit.
he had a platinum series. So from the platinum series is the gold series. There
Yeah,
was nothing in
platinum.
between.
Yeah, the platinum, and you
What
have
the
to
hell
be the
is this?
leader
What the hell
on a
is this?
dynasty.
Record sales and shit?
Brandon, you were checking
Come
him
on,
too hard, man. He had to retract a bunch of his shit.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I say something real quick? Why did y'all even take that dumb shit serious? He said you had to be the lead dog of a dynasty.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't take that shit serious. Come on.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Real talk. Did y'all hear the dumb shit he said? And then he said the lead dog of a dynasty and did not name Bill Russell.
He said he doesn't count.
He said
Why doesn't he count?
He said the 60s were too old.
What dynasty is what dynasty in NBA history?
No, he said
better than Bill Russell.
He said that he said Bill Russell is in another category. Like he separates Bill Russell. Like Bill Russell's not a part of. Yeah, he's not a part. He's not a part of this discussion. He's only going to deal with. He's only going to deal with post.
It don't even make sense. It don't make sense.
It don't count.
How can you not count Bill Russell? It don't make sense.
That doesn't count because he doesn't want Bill to be his GOAT.
So part of
That's what I'm saying. That's basically what it is. That's basically what
NBA
it is.
history doesn't count. So
Yeah, but not just that. But not just
just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. Like the 60s are totally different sport.
Real quick, guys.
Okay, here we go.
Not just that. I look at the 60s as a different sport, but Bill was a below average offensive player. He scored 19 points per game in an era where the pace was like 130 possessions per 100. So when I talk about impact towards winning, we know about his reputed defensive impact. I never watched those games. I have no ability to watch those games. It was in an era where niggas wasn't even allowed to play like that, right? And basketball and the NBA as a product was pretty much in its infancy stages. So for me, I put the 60s and the 50s in a different category. If that pisses off anybody, tough cookies. I'm not a nigga who need a lot of niggas to agree with me.
Let's get down to this gold standard. I'm ready for the gold standard. You're not going to.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So all right. So outside of. Yeah, so outside being a leader of a championship team, is there anything else that would separate you in the gold standard?
Yeah, like well, I already said the impact towards winning the championship. So like KD winning them two Cracker Jack box rings, that shit don't mean. That shit
wait a
don't
minute.
mean.
They're Cracker. Wait. They're Cracker box. They're Cracker box championships for KD, but they're not Cracker Box championships for Steph.
For Steph Curry. Yeah,
no, because Steph got two. Hold on, guys. Steph got 2 rings as that nigga. The undisputed. He took a draft bus and won a championship with a draft bus.
Yeah, but those 2 rings don't make it a dynasty.
So
those 2 rings don't make it a dynasty. You have to add the 2 other ones.
Right.
You have to add the Cracker Jack ones. You have to add the Cracker Jack ones.
A dynasty. It don't make Bird a dynasty.
Look. For KD, it's a Cracker Jack box ring. For Steph, it's a legit ring. Why?
That is the worst logic I've ever heard in my entire life.
Because Steph is a made nigga, and he done proved, and I have all faith that if KD wasn't on them teams, they would have still been able to compete for championships. So I don't look at it the same.
So why didn't Steph ride to the occasion when KD got hurt in 2019?
That's different. All right.
You talking about in the finals when Clay and what's the name got injured, and they played a junk defense, a boxing one on him. Talking about that 2019.
All right, let's go and get to your gold standards top 5. That's what I've been waiting for. Like, who's the top 5 guys in the gold standard?
Well, it got to include the guys that we missing, right? LeBron, Bird, Magic, Kareem.
No, he said it like it overlaps, so it could be the platinum guys too. So who are these guys in the gold standard?
Yeah, we want to hear this. You got to unmute yourself there, Peter. Come on, Peter.
I've been waiting for this.
Damn, I'm trying to do too much shit at once. But
are you multitasking? Well, you a special Jordan fan? You can do more than just one thing. But Jordan can only do one thing. You like Scottie Pippen around here. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Come on, man. Stop the cap.
Who that? Mo man? Juan man?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, what I was saying. Oh, the gold standard. So yeah, that would be the Birds, the Hakeems, the LeBrons, Magic, Kareem. So those guys would round out my top 10.
Okay.
But
all right.
Go ahead.
All right. So I have a question. If you had to put these guys in order, what would be the order?
Okay, so it would be J. It'd be J number 1.
No. The gold standard. The gold standard.
Oh, the gold standard guys.
What order would that be?
So Magic, Bird. That's not the order. I'm just listing out the names so I could think of the order. So Magic, Bird, Hakeem.
LeBron and Kareem. LeBron and Kareem. Yeah.
LeBron and Kareem. So I'd probably go Kareem 1, right? Because remember, it's not the only criteria. All the other stuff factors in too. The stuff that y'all factor in, what you've done through the course of your career and the first. So I do factor that stuff in too. I'm just saying, at the top of the pyramid is, the other stuff I mentioned before. So I would go Kareem 1. 2, I would go. I'd probably have to go LeBron at 2. Because that's where I have LeBron around 6 or 7. So that would make sense. I would have to have him 2. Him and Kareem are neck and neck. Then 3rd, I would have to go. I'd probably have to go Magic. Yeah, I'd go Magic, then Bird, then Dream.
He ain't even got Kobe on there. He got more Finals MVPs.
Nah, Kobe not in my top 10.
So wait, you're saying Steph is ranked higher than Kareem?
No.
Yeah. Steph is in the platinum.
He's not.
He's in the platinum.
Hold on, guys. I said earlier. Remember, I said about 10 minutes ago. I said there's a caveat with Steph. I never got to it, but there's a caveat with Steph.
Oh, what's that caveat again?
The caveat is the only way Steph was able to impact the game on a seismic level of all these other, superhuman mutant dudes was because there was a 3-point line. And I know for a fact Steph wouldn't have that type of viability in the 70s without that 3-point line. He would have been a very good player, but he wouldn't have been able to impact. Yes, I do. Especially post-merger.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I heard what you guys say. Who ranks higher? Steph.
I said I counted the 70s. These dudes don't understand English. I count the 70s, especially
not the 60s. Not the 60s.
The 60s I look at as a complete. That's a different thing.
So when do you start counting the NBA? What year do you say, okay, this is officially when I count the NBA as? Like for me, it's 1955. That's when they gave out the first league MVP. So when is it for you?
For you,
1955. That's when they gave out the first league MVP.
Oh, okay. Let's see. That's the thing, man. How do I categorize somebody like a George Mikan? Like, where do I even start? I don't know.
I don't, because he was pre-MVP era. That's what I'm saying. He's pre-MVP era. There was no MVP.
Pre-MVP.
He's pre-MVP.
So who are some guys from 55?
Cousy, Bob Pettit, Bill Sharman.
Right. What do I do with those guys? Like niggas wasn't even allowed to even really play like that.
When did he
I
start
mean,
counting?
what I do with them, I put them on my list, but I don't have like a gold standard. Kuzi's in my top 30. Kuzi's in my top 30, and Bob Pettit is in my top 20.
When did he start counting?
All right,
that's what I'm saying.
Peter,
when he started counting,
I have a question.
I'd probably go post
ahead, Brandon.
merger, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1970. All right, so 76. Okay, so 1976. Okay,
like what is the reason to put Steph over Magic all time?
I just think Steph, the championships that he won, he had to carry a much heavier burden. I think Magic had an embarrassment of riches. The 2 championships that Steph won in 15 and 22. 22 was a carry job. I wouldn't say 15 was a carry job, but he did less with more.
All right, because Magic, he has more everything almost and stuff. So it's kind of hard.
The all NBA teams, and like I said, I don't weigh that stuff as heavily as most people do. That's why I say my shit unorthodox.
Yeah, because
your shit makes no sense.
Yeah, because you're saying that Steph carried somebody, and he got carried by Kevin Durant for 2 years, and then Andre Iguodala had to save the day in 2015.
Carried by Kevin Durant.
It's kind of hard. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say Steph led anything when no one acknowledged that Steph led more than one title.
And what happened to Kevin Durant since he left Steph? Since he was carrying
it. To do with anything. I mean, what
you said he carried. You said he carried.
You talk about that season. You talk about that season.
I seen Steph after Kevin Durant carry a draft bus to a ring.
Who was this draft bus you keep talking about?
He still had Clay and Draymond, bro.
He still had Clay and Draymond.
Andrew Wiggins. And Clay was stinking.
You talking about Andrew Wiggins?
Draft bus. How is Wiggins a draft bust?
He calling KD a draft bust?
Boy, this nigga is. Boy, you about slow as a snail in the ocean.
This my thing is why couldn't Curry?
I got a question for Peter.
Why Curry couldn't win in 2019? Why Kevin Durant was not there? Why did he lose in 2019?
Mm-hmm. Well, both his top 2, his second best and third best players went down.
He wasn't the best player on that team.
Better question is how come he didn't do anything in 2021?
I disagree. I'm taking, if it's a one-on-one game, obviously I'm taking Kevin Durant, but within the context of a 5-on-5 game, he's more impactful than Kevin Durant.
I'm still taking Kevin Durant over Steph Curry. I'm taking Kevin Durant.
We see them on the court together. Like, we don't have to make stuff up. We see them on the court together. No one has to make this up.
And we've seen them on the court without each other. And one has 2 championships, and the other's getting knocked out in the first round.
He's
not
in a
making
dynasty,
the playoffs.
And he led the dynasty. No one has said anything about afterwards. We're talking about the criteria of leading a dynasty.
Yeah.
By your definition, if Bird didn't lead a dynasty, how the hell did Steph Curry lead a dynasty when he was not the best player on the team? How can Magic and Kareem count each other out when they had a dynasty?
Brandon, we're going to go in circles because you believe that Steph wasn't the best player on the team when Durant was there.
No, everyone believes this. Everyone believes this. That's not just
everyone but me.
Okay. No, okay.
I don't believe that.
Believe that Steph Curry was the best player on that team.
Peter Bad Juice. That's about it.
Or if you want to take away best, because the way our people define that differs. Most impactful towards winning.
You just say lead dog.
Kevin Durant,
right? And impactful to winning. That I do.
That's synonymous with lead dog for me.
Okay.
No, I got you. I got you. I got you, but I still feel, and I think anybody here still feels that the lead dog for those 2 championships that the Warriors won in 2017 and 18 was Kevin Durant. He was the lead dog. He took lead. They went to him in crucial moments. He was the guy. They needed him to do everything they did.
He's a mercenary. He's a mercenary.
Yeah. Okay. Next question I have is defining a dynasty.
Steph is an atomic bomb. Kevin Durant is that hired mercenary who can go in and take out a top target. You know what I'm saying?
Does that make LeBron Galactus?
Oh, how about this though?
Yeah.
Well, how about this? Oh wait, why your boy waited? Why Wade can't be
LeBron Juggernaut.
Yeah, yeah. What's the dynasty now? Now define a dynasty because we're confused now.
Three
You need to define what the dynasty is.
Yeah, so a dynasty could be either a three-peat or multiple championships, right? Within a compressed amount of time, 8 years, 9 years, whatever, combined with consistent winning also over that time. So like the Spurs, for example, never missing the playoffs, winning 50 games, all of that type of stuff. And winning 4 championships within 8 years. So I consider both those things to be dynasties. That's my definition.
Makes sense. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. So define why Boston is not a dynasty.
Why niggas acting slow with all the what shit? Like what?
No, I understand. No, I just want you to define why Boston was not a dynasty.
Niggas slow as a snail in the ocean, boy. Like what?
And it's fine. It's fine. Yeah,
it's because you're contradicting yourself.
Yeah, it's fine.
No. T-Perfect. My logic has been remarkably consistent. I've been consistent.
Because LeBron's not a dynasty, and you define it as a dynasty.
No,
there are caveats. There are caveats.
I just want to understand why Boston is not a dynasty.
Credit for teaming up with first team All NBA niggas in their prime, ducking smoke because you couldn't win. I don't give scary niggas credit. There's a caveat for scary niggas who
doing that with Steph Curry.
Like Steph Curry did. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, wait, hold on, wait, guys.
You realize they went and recruited Kevin Durant, right?
Wait, guys, wait. Lamont, if you still there, Lamont, go ahead. Now, Peter, break down your criteria from the platinum and the gold, right? And any other extra caveat, not for a player, but just for your criteria. Lamont wants to put it in Jet TTP so we can get a list out and we can see how it looks. Can you please do that real quick, Peter?
Yeah.
If you don't do it, I'm gonna do it. But go ahead.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
No. Hey, Peter. The next thing I just want to know this: why isn't the Larry Bird Boston Celtics a dynasty? That's all I want to know.
So let me think. They got 3 championships in 10 years, 8 years?
No.
In 6 years.
6 years.
In 6 years.
Yeah.
And then over that, that span, they were also the number 1 team in the league a few of those years also.
Yeah, they made 4 finals. They made 4 finals. They
may well be. I might have to rethink that. I don't know. I might have to revisit that.
Okay. So basically, by your definition, Larry Bird is in the platinum series. Okay, so
I don't know. I said I'd have to.
No.
I mean, is that fair for me to say that? Hold on, guys. Listen, hold on, brother.
Brandon is speaking now, bro. Brandon is speaking.
So he has to be. So,
I'm speaking too, King John. So what you mean?
You have to replace.
Speak, though.
Yeah, just fine. You have to replace Bird in that gold standard. So
I am letting him speak, King John. Let that man speak for himself, bro. He's a grown man.
I am letting him speak.
All right, then why you in it then?
All right.
Then shut up.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's keep order, gentlemen. Order. Go ahead, Brandon. Go.
All right. So we have to replace Bird in this gold standard. So who would you replace Bird with?
No, I don't say we necessarily have to replace him. I said I have to revisit Bird and look into it. Is that fair for me to say?
Okay, but if you had to replace another player in that gold standard, who would that next player be? That's all I'm saying. Would it be Kobe?
Yeah. Kobe would be the guy, right?
Kobe. Okay.
He right outside the crib looking.
Okay, so it's Kobe. All right. Okay. So in your dynasty, who would you said Jordan would be number 1? Who would be number 2?
Oh, did he get muted again?
Play the Jeopardy music.
He's thinking.
He's thinking.
You have to add the Jeopardy music.
He's making
I don't have this. I got to get the Jeopardy.
No, that's a good question.
I gotta get on it.
Go ahead, hey Johnny.
No, they were asking me about something else. Go ahead, Sonya, go ahead.
Oh, so after Jordan, leader of a dynasty. Who would I go with number 2? So we got Shaq. It's Shaq, Timmy, Steph.
Wait, Shaq didn't have too much help for your taste, though, Pete?
Nah, in 2000 and 01.
He left.
No, 01. Kobe did ball in 01, but
Kobe was putting up better numbers than D Wade.
He left for help.
Yeah.
When? What year?
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
0102,
I get real.
0102, 0304.
Stop
I get real sensitive about the D Wade shit.
Stop throwing them off track.
No, 97, nigga, 97, nigga, 97, nigga. He left Penny in 97, nigga.
Stop throwing them off
saying,
track.
you saying Shaq duck smoke? So
Shaq
I
Duck
feel
smoke in 97, nigga.
Oh, so he feels the duck smoke caveat?
Yes, he does. He does.
Man, that's a good.
You are stuck with Jordan at number one. And
you want to talk about Wade? Wade carried
Hold
Shaq
on,
to a
man.
title.
I'm taking fire from all sides right now, man.
Yo,
like, come on, y'all.
I need to get this.
One
Come
at
on.
a time. Like King John telling me I'm talking over people, but bro, I'm getting jumped, my nigga. Like I got to swing wildly, nigga. Like the fuck. I got to duck and dodge and shit.
Damn it, man! I need Lamont to put this in ChatGTP. Lamont, if you stood there, put 2 thumbs up. But we need to put this on ChatGTP. I want to see what it says your top 10 list should be. So all right, so we got Jordan, Steph, Jordan, Steph. Who's the other guy in the platinum?
Number two. I didn't go number 2.
Yeah,
I'd have to go. It would be Shaq or Duncan for the number 2 spot.
No, Shaq is a ducking the smoke. Shaq's in the gold standard. He ducking the smoke. He's in the gold standard. He's in the gold standard.
Because he don't like Kevin Durant duck smoke. Kevin Durant duck smoke. LeBron duck smoke. Shaq ain't in the duck smoke category. Duck in the smoke category.
Bro, no.
If he would have left,
let him have a standard, y'all. Let him have a standard.
If he would have left Orlando and went and clicked up with whoever the first team nigga was in what year that was, he left 97. So if he would have went and clicked up with
Glenn Rice, if he went to Charlotte and played with Glenn Rice,
if he'd have went and clicked up with let's say Jordan or some shit, yeah, nigga, you duck and smoke. That shit cowardly. I don't count that. Jordan 73 win teams that won a championship the previous year. And no, I'm talking about KD. I switched to KD, but winning 73, joining a 73 win championship team, you duck and smoke. You a coward. You not competitive. You's a sucker. Not on a personal level, within a competitiveness context. So, hey Johnny, don't ask me if I would fight KD or nothing like that.
That's fine. So even though Steph Curry went and asked him to play, he wasn't thinking about playing for Golden State. It was Steph Curry who.
Yeah, that was flawed. Steph's part.
I'm gonna just leave it at that. So you have
Steph was flawed for that too. Just like Wade was flawed. Wade was flawed for being a part of that flaw ass shit them niggas did.
Yeah. So you have Jordan number 1. You have Shaq. Do you have Duncan? Do you have Steph? And obviously you had to put Bird number 5. So you have Kareem at 6th, LeBron at 7th, Magic at 8th, Hakeem at 9th, and Kobe as 10. So that's your top 10 players. And you only judge that by how you lead your team to titles. You don't judge it by anything else, right?
Okay, perfect. Now, Peter, go ahead and explain it, but explain it so that Lamont can type it in so that we can get your list. Go ahead, Peter. The mic is yours, brother. Go ahead, brother.
There it is.
Come on, Peter. The mic is yours, Peter.
No.
He been freestyling this whole footage like this last 20 minutes, man.
I just think it's hilarious that
I'm glad this is recorded.
Okay, he disappeared. All right, so Lamont, I'm gonna give it to you, Lamont.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Lamont.
No sense.
All right, hold on, wait, Lamont.
Never make no sense.
Lamont, he has a platinum status for players. To be a platinum status player, you must be the lead dog of a dynasty. The dynasty must be at least 3 championships within 8 years. And as a lead dog, you must have the most impact on those championship teams. Okay? And then he has a gold standard, which is basically any lead dog that led a team to a championship. And those players was Kareem, LeBron, Magic, Hakeem, and Kobe Bryant. So go ahead and put that in ChatGTP. I'm gonna put the link up if you're able to get on the link and you
It
can break
was.
it down.
It wasn't. No. It wasn't Bird. It was Bird, not Kobe. It was Bird.
No, Bird got knocked up to the platinum status. Bird got knocked up to the platinum.
Oh wow, he done switched it up.
No, Bird is the platinum standard. Bird is 5th all time, and Kobe is 10th all time.
And bear in mind that part of his criteria was also that you can have help, but it has to be organic, right? Like Shaq, Shaq doesn't get docked for playing a prime Kobe.
And I don't understand why the hell would he?
So,
Bill Russell,
like LeBron,
come on, man.
LeBron can play with. LeBron's not allowed to play with Wade in his decline, but Shaq's allowed to get carried to a ring by him in 06.
Yeah. So basically, Dwayne Wade should be higher than LeBron James, but he didn't think that far to understand his criteria that makes sense. Because if Steph Curry's above everyone else when he was in the lead dog in 3 of those 4 titles, apparently Dwayne Wade has to be above. Dwayne
Wade's top 5.
Yeah, because Dwayne Wade won how many titles in 8 years?
Like
3 titles,
6, 7, 8, 9.
7 years.
Yeah, 3
so
titles.
So Dwayne Wade should actually be in the platinum status, but somehow he's not.
Because he gets a narrative, man.
And Duncan won 3 rings in 5 years, but none of them back to back. LeBron won 2 titles back to back and 3 championships within 5 years. His whole soliloquy, he just dances around the topic. When he talks about a topic, he doesn't even have his thoughts straight because he has to go on and make stuff up as he's going along. He was
all over the place with that criteria.
I picked up on that when he was signed.
Like I don't know how these guys are above Kobe as well, since you don't have to be. I don't know what he means by of the lead dog. If you have
also
to
Steph
share
is in top 10 by his own
Steph
criteria.
is in there, why Kobe Bryant's not in there?
So you can't.
Why is Dwayne Wade not in there?
You can't count KD 2 championships.
Yeah. So there's no dynasty.
Hey, let me say something. Can I say something real quick when everybody's done?
Before you go, Blue Boat, hold on. Before you go, Blue Boat.
10 years.
Yeah, let me get this super chat out. Shout out to Darnell Hyde, GOAT James Kingdom member. He says, if Kobe or LeBron is not in your top 3 in the GOAT criteria, you should stop talking about basketball. Facts, sir. That is facts. Go ahead, Blue Boat. Go ahead, Blue Boat.
Man, the guy, this dude, man, I was lost, confused. I was trying to understand, dude, but he has this criteria about leading dynasties, right? Bill Russell was the epitome of that. He talking about he don't count the 60s. The 60s was a different league. When a man wins 11 championships in 13 years, you got to count that for something. I don't care what era it's in. I don't care how it was played and all that good jazz, man. I like 11 championships in 13 years. Do that sound like not a dynasty to you? Come on.
And 8 in a row. 8 in a row.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. And the killer part is, he talking about he was a below offensive player. A guy that averages damn near 20 points per game is below average. What kind of bullshit is that? This is what I'm talking about with this footwork shit, this casual eye shit. They want somebody to play like Mike. They want somebody to play like Kobe every time. Or else it don't count.
It's always
Lamont. Oh, wait. Lamont says he has the top 10. Lamont, do you want to give it to us? You want to come up? I just put the link up. Come through, bro. Please. We want to hear this.
I got to hear this.
Plus, we had to make sure he didn't put Hakeem in the top 5 because he tried to.
He did try.
And somehow
I have Hakeem top 5 for other reasons.
Yeah, somehow Steph is in there, but Magic is not.
Right. Well, I listen to his whole criteria.
Kobe won 5 titles in 10 years. Kobe won 5 titles in 10 years.
The mental gymnastics he used for Steph Curry was incredible.
I listened to his whole criteria, and I still don't understand what he was talking about.
Nobody does.
And he contradicted himself with the whole Steph and KD comparison.
Yeah, he did.
He talked about Crackerjack for KD. Well,
get Shaq out of him, too.
Steph Curry was right by his side. Steph Curry was his teammate, so why don't they par for Steph Curry? Because he was on that team with Kevin Durant. I don't understand that shit.
Whoa.
What was that?
And Steph was only the best player.
That is the Lord of GJK. Blue Boat struck a lightning bolt for y'all, not letting him speak. Go ahead, Blue Boat.
That's what they talking about demons. Travis talking about demons.
Satan, dude.
That is the Lord of Goat James Kingdom doing this thing. Hey, that's a crazy criteria again. And to make the funny thing is that criteria was basically catered to make Michael Jordan the GOAT.
Basically, when you try to make Jordan the GOAT, nothing makes sense.
Where's Lamont? I got to see this top 10.
And then he talk about back-to-back. Duncan never went back-to-back. LeBron won back-to-back and won two more in another championship 3 years.
Yeah, we got to see this list, Lamont. Bring out this list. We got to see it.
That was wild.
Yeah, where's Dr. J, dude?
There you go.
And who was that again? That's Peter Bag Juice?
Yeah.
Peter Bag Juice.
Okay.
What's up, Lamont?
Trash juice.
Say trash juice. What's good, Lamont? What's good, man? What you got for us, Lamont?
So I got this top 10. I'm gonna start from 10 up. This is according to Jack, and it gave reasoning. Then it also tells how many boxes of the criteria that the player checks. So at number 10, it has Steph Curry. This is limited by weaponized three-point line rule. 4-time champion, 2-time finals MVP, lead dog on 2 runs, 2015-2022. Slight penalty. The game changed via 3-point volume. Never duck smoke post Durant departure. So he checks 5 of the 8. 9, we got Hakeem Olajuwon. Lead dog for full playoff run. Beat Ewing, Robinson, Shaq. Never duck smoke. 2-time champ. No dynasty, but insane playoff dominance. He checks 5 of the 8 boxes at number 9. At number 8, you got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 6-time champ. Lead dog in the early 80s, dominant, both ends, prime years, dynasty leadership, shared. They say he checked 6 of the 8. At number 7, you got Larry Bird, 3-time champ, 5 finals appearances, clear lead dog, never ran from comp. Dynasty, not 3-3 titles spread out. That's what it says. But it says Larry Bird checks off 6.5 of 8 of the criteria. Number 6, you got Magic Johnson, 5-time champ. Dynasty in the 80s. Never duck smoked, always performed. Dynasty spread across more than 3 years. He fits 7 of the 8 criteria. Number 5, you got Shaq, 3-time champ. Repeat with the Lakers. True. He had a true 3-3 dynasty, clear lead dog. And then they said it got a Miami ring later with Wade. He fits 7 of the 8 criteria. 4, you got Duncan, 5-time champ, built slow burn dynasty with the Spurs. That's what it says. No gimmicks, pure team first dominance. Dynasty not a 3-3, but still counts with impact. He fits 7 of the 8 criteria. Number 3, you got Kobe, 5-time champ, 2-time finals MVP, solo leader, key to dynasty runs, 3-peat with Shaq, back-to-back titles without Shaq, Mamba mentality, never duck and smoke, lead dog when it counted late, fits 7 of the 8 criteria. Number 2, you got Michael Jordan, 6-time champ, 6-time finals MVP, 2 3-peat, clear dynasty leader, never duck smoke, shorter total dominance window compared to LeBron. Perfect fit, 8 of 8. And number 1, it has LeBron James, 4-time champ, 4-time finals MVP across 3 franchises, created dynasties in Miami, Cleveland, the Lakers, sustained peak over 15 years, most durable playoff dominance in history, never relied on gimmicks, never ducked smoke, faced the 73-9 Warriors, Duncan Spurs, etc. Perfect fit, 8 of 8. Guys, and I'll screenshot this for you and I'll send it to you, hey Johnny. But it has
Oh my God! Hey! We always, like Brandon always says, there is only one LeBron Ramon
Oh my
James,
God!
and he's the GOAT of basketball.
And I'm on
All-time leader of
postseasons. The answer's Braun. I'm a witness, advocate. The Bible ain't tell us King James was from Akron. All-time leader in points ain't nothing average. Mavs dropped Luka cause they terrible management. Or was it gambling? Yogo was 40 out here playing like a scrub. Brian 40 still dropping triple dubs. And I ain't the one to talk about nobody's son, unless it's Gloria, but they call him the chosen one. Stephen A. trolling. We seen that boxing video, that uppercut bogus. Akron hammer over everything. You better zoom, soldier. You want your latest smack, then take Brian for the overchase. Down block, now you a post. Moment of silence for the Mamba. Wish he was still alive. We bleed purple and gold. Real legends never die. Shout out to AR, that boy playing out his mind. No matter the list of line, I'll take the Lakers in 5 and one Brian. One Brian. One Brian.
Holy shit! Oh my God! My bad, Lamar. Go ahead, finish what you had to say, brother. Go ahead.
Hilarious. Kobe at 3 is wild, though.
That's true.
You know what though? No, it actually it fits perfect for Zesty Jeffrey logic. It's
I
a
texted
perfect
to you
for
so you
Zesty
can
Jeffrey.
put it on the screen too, hey Johnny. I text you the screenshot of it.
Oh, let me. Oh, no, thank you, sir. I'm about to.
It's his criteria. It's his criteria.
I'm gonna send it to you too, bro.
Like why Kobe's not in there? He won 5 out of in 10 years. Kobe has to be in that platinum status anyway by his criteria.
I mean, that's his criteria.
It's his criteria. Like,
go Mike, man.
I mean, it gives further breakdowns. Like it gives a super detailed breakdown. It just take a long time to read it. But
Go ahead, Herm. You said something, Herm. We couldn't hear you, Herm. Go ahead, Herm.
I said that was some of the worst rapping I done heard since Go Mike was trying to rap on Lamont's intro.
oh, come on, stop hating on
Oh,
LeBron.
Herm, you didn't like. Oh wait, Herm, you didn't like that line when he said that the Bible never told us that King James was from Akron. You didn't like that line. You didn't like that line.
Hey, and go, James. This is what it says. This what it says. It says the key reason why it made LeBron won. It says, by your strictest rules, only LeBron created multiple dynasties, led every playoff and regular season effort, didn't gimmick his way to greatness, and faced the toughest opponents era for era. And that's kind of how it summarized.
That last part is a lie.
You gotta take that up with ChatGPT. Take that up with ChatGPT.
That's a lie.
That's AI. That's AI.
But it had all the players. It had all the players he named, though. It had all the players he named. There's a different order. And yeah, it did. It had all the players he named. It had every player he named.
That's
and
crazy.
not only that, the reason why Stephen Curry was actually not was the exact caveat that he said, quote unquote, the caveat that he put on Stephen Curry, which was the 3-point line. How Stephen Curry got basically an advantage due to the 3-point era and the 3-point line.
Yep.
Like that's exactly what it even said when Lamont broke down why Stephen Curry was number 10. And behind Magic. And behind Magic.
His criteria is legit, but like his reasoning is like just out of order.
I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with his criteria. That's the problem. There's nothing wrong with him. It's just how he tried to rank those players.
It's the results. This is results. It's how he added up all those results.
Yeah.
He can
have that criteria all he wants.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Just like we always tell him. I was about to let him know that his criteria makes LeBron to go, but he disappeared.
I can't lie, man. Y'all bringing bad luck to LeBron, man, with the stuff that y'all do, man.
Wait, I don't get how did that put LeBron over Jordan using that criteria? Because they were both 8 for 8, right?
Yeah,
I can read it for you. I can read it to you again.
Yeah.
It's right here. It's right here. There it is right here.
It says right here. It says the key reason why LeBron was over Jordan, where it says right here. And here's the quick takeaways. It says LeBron at number 1. Perfectly defensible under your rules with Bill Russell banned. Steph barely makes the top 10 because of gimmick penalty. New school guys like Giannis, Jokic, KD, and Kawhi are still outside because of dynasty gaps or smoke ducking. And then, so that's what it says right there for him. And then when it talks about LeBron at the top, they got LeBron at 1. It says 4-time champ, 4-time finals MVP across 3 franchises, created dynasties in Miami, Cleveland, and the Lakers, sustained peak over 15 years, most durable playoff dominance in history, never relied on gimmicks, never ducked smoke, faced 73-9 Warriors and Duncan Spurs, etc. He says he's a perfect fit for the criteria, 8 of 8 over Michael Jordan.
Where was the Lakers dynasty? What?
He
I'm
only
just
had
telling
one
you what it
dynasty, and that
says.
was with Miami.
By the way, and you know what? Looking at this, Lamar, and I don't know if you guys can see this, it's giving you the check marks, right? The check marks out of the 8. So in reality, Jordan and LeBron would be the platinum status that he was talking about. So no one would be like Jordan or LeBron. Then the guys who are gold standard would be Kobe, Tim Duncan, Shaq, and Magic, right? And this is the funny thing. He made this criteria to make Jordan the GOAT, and somehow he doesn't want Kobe in his top 10. Or doesn't think Kobe's in the top 10 with this, but this put Kobe 3rd. This put Kobe 3rd on his list, which is crazy when you really think about it. So then
it doesn't understand context.
So then from there, everybody else is just in the
Well, hold
silver
on.
standard.
Well, it's funny that you said it doesn't understand context because it literally asked me at the end of this. It says, would you like me to give a speech as to why LeBron is clearly number 1? Yes or no? So I can hit yes if you want to hear.
Yes, hit yes, sir. We got time. We
Okay,
still
so
got time.
this is what it says. So it says LeBron James. It says when you hold everyone to the highest standards, lead dog status, dynasties built, no duck and smoke, full season and playoff dominance. Only one player checks every single box across multiple eras, styles, and dynasties. That's LeBron James. He didn't just dominate one system. He built 3 different dynasties. Miami, Cleveland, and LA. He didn't rely on gimmicks. He dominated through pure skill, IQ, versatility. He didn't cherry pick easy rings. He ran towards the smoke, not away from it. He beat historic teams like the 73-9 Warriors. No player in NBA history has ever carried more responsibility for winning over a longer period of time at the highest level. If your standards are this high, the conversation starts and ends with LeBron James, and it says period.
I hope y'all know the ChatGPT.
I agree with a lot of that.
Along with questions and shit you may put in there, you could put your own premise added to it.
I didn't put no premise in it.
I know how you are, Lamar. I know you. Nobody else. Nobody else.
I can send Johnny all the screenshots. Because I can tell you the exact criteria that I typed in. Here, I'm gonna read it to you, Johnny. So, Johnny, if this criteria is wrong, I want you to tell me, and I'll make changes to it. All right?
All right, we're listening.
So this is what I typed in. Hold on, let me scroll up to it. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I typed in.
Nigga, I know you had some extra.
It says. So, because I was trying to type it in because it was like kind of patchy because he would say criteria and then y'all would talk. So this is what I typed in. It says the most prohibitive standards to be the NBA GOAT. Claims that Bill Russell cannot be a part of the argument, probably because it says right here, I typed in, it says that Bill Russell cannot be a part of the argument. Number 1, being the lead dog on a dynasty team. Number 2, being the lead dog on a championship team based on playoff runs and regular seasons, not just being the finals MVP. Number 3, impact towards winning. Number 4, there's a caveat with Steph. He can't rank high because he weaponized the 3-point line. 5, don't weigh individual awards as heavy. 6, must be a lead dog and the most impactful to winning. 7, do not give credit to players that duck smoke. 8, dynasty must be 3 titles in 3 years, and you need to be the lead dog. I mean, I typed it in as best as possible. I mean, if I missed anything, let me know.
Yeah, let us know, Herm. Did he miss anything, Herm? What extra shit did he add to that?
He shouldn't have put those caveats in there. He should have just put the.
That was what Peter put. That's what Peter put.
Yeah, that's Peter's criteria. That's not ours.
That was Peter. Those are all the stuff that Peter said while he was describing his top 10 list.
But that's not actual facts though. If he asks a plain question and ChatGPT came up with it, cool. But I
No,
wouldn't
then
have
that's
to
not Peter's list.
contextualize it around Peter's thoughts.
That's what we did.
That's the whole point.
That was the whole point. We took
but that's what
everything.
make it
Everything.
not
We,
accurate though.
no, we
Peter
know it's
wasn't
not
accurate in
accurate.
the
It's
beginning.
Peter's. We know it's not accurate. It's Peter. We know that.
And so when I typed that in, before it even gave a list, it gave me a summary of the criteria. It says it called it the most prohibitive NBA GOAT standards, according to the speaker. Lead dog dynasty must be the clear number one on the dynasty team. Dynasty equals later defined. It was defined as 3 championships within 3 years minimum. Lead dog for the entire championship run. Finals MVP alone doesn't cut it. Direct impact towards winning. Your individual impact must be a primary reason your team wins championships. Caveat for Steph Curry. Steph is penalized because he weaponized the three-point line, implying that relying on a gimmick or innovation hurts your all-time dominance case. De-emphasize individual awards. MVPs, all NBAs are not weighed as heavily. Winning and being the reason for winning is valued more. Must be a lead dog and most impactful. Again, stresses that you can't be a co-star or system product. You must be the main catalyst for winning. No credit for ducking smoke. Players who avoid comp, join super teams, or sidestep challenges lose GOAT points. Dynasty equals 3 titles in 3 years. Minimum requirement to be a true dynasty. You also must be the lead dog during that stretch. He says underline strategy of these standards. These rules disqualify. Well, it basically says these rules disqualify or downrank players like Bill Russell, Steph Curry, LeBron, KD, and Magic. And it says it says right here, it says this strategy conveniently boosts Michael Jordan. But even with the boost for Michael Jordan, it still has LeBron at number 1.
God.
Yeah.
It literally says it right here. It says they conveniently boost. I'm not joking. I can screenshot this for you, Johnny. It says they conveniently boost Michael Jordan, clean dynasty, clear one, never joined another star, extremely high impact on both regular season and playoffs. That's what it says. It literally says they conveniently boost Michael Jordan, and it says the rules disqualify or downrank players like Bill, Steph, LeBron, KD for joining the Warriors, or Magic for shared leadership with Kareem. I didn't type that in. It just gave me that.
It sounds like Peter Bagge.
They were accurate. It's exactly. They sound like they were accurate. It sounded like they took exactly what Peter Bagge was trying to express.
They was in his head. They was in his head. That's all that.
I mean, obviously, we agree with everything on there except for the 3 dynasty bit.
Did Lamont just say 3 rings? Did Lamont just say 3 rings in 3 years? That's part of the criteria, right?
No, it's 3 and 8. It was 3 and 8.
3 and 8 years.
It's 3 and 8.
I thought he said 3 rings.
I might have typed it in wrong.
No, he said he said 3.
No, because if it was 3 and 3, it would definitely not be the guys that was listed there. That really limits the criteria.
Yeah, that's only like 2.
Like who? Like Mike.
2 players.
Mike and
Yeah,
Shaq.
yeah, Mike, Shaq, and Kobe. That's it. And Pippen.
I mean, Steve Kerr be in there too. And John Paxson.
If they didn't dock Mike Franklin, but they docked LeBron for joining Miami, how is he number 1 still?
Do you want me to ask it? I mean, I can literally ask it your question.
Ask it that.
What do you want me to ask?
Say, okay, well, I don't know how specific you can be with it, but
he's perfect on the panel.
If you're ducking smoke thing, right? So if you're penalizing LeBron, like it said it did, like and Durant, right, for joining these quote unquote super teams, then how is it? But Mike got 8 out of 8 marks, right? How is LeBron still number 1?
Hold on, finishing touch.
No, it's yeah, I get what you're saying, but I guess because again, it even with knocking LeBron for I guess for trying to create that he ducked the smoke, they were basically saying the criteria is set up to try to knock LeBron, but they didn't.
Okay, hold on. Here it is right here. Hold on, I got your answer. So it says, here's your response. Hold on. Okay.
It
says you confuse. It says you confuse building with joining. He says LeBron didn't join a super team. He built it from the ground up, like Home Depot, with no blueprints.
Organically.
Wade had no rings before Bron. Bosh never sniffed the conference finals. LeBron had to teach everybody how to win. It's not like he jumped on the 73. Hold on, let me finish, y'all. This is just what ChatGPT said. It says it's not like he jumped on a 73 win team that already knew the cheat code. It says no, he showed up, grabbed the hammer, put on the hard hat, and built the championship house himself. If anything, LeBron's problem wasn't stacking the deck. It was working overtime just to make the deck playable.
So what they're basically saying is, wait, before any of y'all go, what they're basically saying is that they're not giving Dwayne Wade the lead dog status for 2006.
I don't care nothing about what you're talking about.
That's what they're doing.
That is a flat out lie, and y'all know that's a lie.
That's not a lie. I can tell you. I've been telling y'all that
flat
from
out
the
lied
longest.
and say.
Yes, because the same thing. No. Because the same things he was using to say Kevin Durant can't be the lead dog. It's the same thing that they're doing for Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was. No, let me finish. Just like let me finish. The same shit he is using to tell us Kevin Durant is not a lead dog is the same reason why Dwayne Wade wasn't the lead dog in 2006. That's the point.
You ain't the truth ain't in nothing you just said. Because first of all, Dwayne Wade led that team in 2006.
Mingo,
That's
do you have a
one.
question for ChatGPT?
Without that team, without Dwayne Wade in 2006, that team don't even make it to the playoffs.
Ask them why they don't count. Ask them why they don't count Dwayne Wade as the
And
lead dog in
then
2006.
ChatGPT just lied and said Dwayne Wade didn't have a ring before LeBron joined them.
As the lead dog. It's about lead dogs. He's talking about being a lead dog.
Man, get out of here with that, bro. That's a flat out lie, and y'all know it. And y'all going with that foolishness.
Same way y'all say Scottie Pippen didn't have no championships. Get out of here. Go ahead.
That is a lie.
Go ahead, Herm.
That's a lie. You know it.
Hold on, man. I want to say this though. ChatGPT just got exposed, man. It doesn't know shit. They just said that Wade didn't win a ring before Braun came to Miami.
No, it just basically says Wade didn't have any rings as a lead dog.
As a criteria, based off the criteria. You niggas can't be that dumb. Okay, Lamont, answer the question so I can let West Coast go. Can you ask him that? Why did it not make the
Hold on. It says right here, quick breakdown. So here's this funny thing right here. It actually quotes it like right here. It says Wade had no rings before Bron. It says factually correct, but it put in quotations. Wade had one, but the help he needed argument still hits since Miami hadn't won in years. So it actually put context to that right here in the breakdown right under it.
Miami haven't won in years. What?
I'll read it again. It says Wade. It says basically it has in quotes. It says Wade had no rings before Bron. It says factually incorrect, but it says Wade had one. But it says but he needed help, and that argument still hits since Miami hadn't won in years when Bron had arrived.
Again,
that's stupid.
What?
That's not stupid. They're saying that Dwayne Wade was not the lead dog.
Do you have another question for ChatGPT?
Exactly. Y'all mad. They don't. Hold on, wait. Let's let West Coast go. We got to end the show. Get ready for the Laker game. We're going to watch the Laker game with some GOAT James Kingdom members. Y'all can get mad and all y'all want to at ChatGPT. Dwayne Wade wasn't the leader. By Peter Bag Juice's standards. We all going by what Peter Bag Juice wanted. That's
y'all
what it
be
is.
mad at Peter, not ChatGPT.
I'm gonna start calling it Cap GPT.
We'll call him Peter Cap Juice. How about that? Call him Peter Cap Juice.
Y'all be mad at Peter, not chat, not AI. Peter.
It does have one more statement for T Perfect.
Okay, go ahead.
And Mingo Jester.
Okay, and then we can let West Coast go and we get up out of here. Go ahead, Lamont.
Hold on, it's still loading. All right, let's see. All right, basically it says Miami wasn't, it says right here, it says Mingo Jester, T Perfect. You two keep saying LeBron joined a super team like he walked into a fully loaded dynasty. Stop lying. Miami wasn't a super team. It was a franchise that hadn't won anything in years. Wade's body of work was already breaking down. Bosh had never made it out the first round. LeBron didn't join greatness. He created it. He didn't walk into a ready-made dynasty like some other players. He built a championship team from the ground up, turned two talented players who had never won together into a dynasty. Meanwhile, the players you praise the most needed to jump onto a 73-9 team that already had rings without them. LeBron didn't take a shortcut. He had to build the road first. That's why he's number one. You either respect real leadership or just admit you're rooting for passengers instead of drivers.
ChatGPT said that? It said
Yeah.
that, Lamont? Oh my God.
She lying again. Wait a minute.
Shots
Hold on.
Screenshot it for you.
Chat GPT is lying again. GPT just said that the Warriors had rings before KD came.
That's not what it said.
The Warriors only had one ring, just like Miami had
That's
one
not what
ring
it said.
before KD came. Yes, they did. You just
That's
said
not
they
what
had
it said.
rings before KD joined.
It said right here.
That's
It
what you
says,
just
meanwhile, the
said.
players you praise the most needed to jump into a 73-9 teams, right, that already had rings without them. He was referring to KD.
Exactly. It's one ring.
They did have a ring before KD.
Ring. Same thing with the Miami Heat. Ring. One.
I mean,
You know, hey Johnny, could I get in here real quick, hey Johnny? Because time is limited
Let's
for
go.
me.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, please. Let's let West Coast in. Thank you, West Coast, for joining us. Another DJ.
Yeah, but I say we always save the best for last, man. You know, time is limited here, so I'm gonna just get this off real quick. When he started quote unquote cooking and just expanding on what his criteria was, I just threw it out. I threw it in the garbage. I grabbed the big garbage bin, put a nice bag on it, and I just threw it in there. I was like, okay, so you don't count the 60s. That's a nice coincidence, right? So I would bump Bill Russell down. Okay, so that bumps Bill Russell down or out. Cool. Then he said you had to be the head of a dynasty. That's subjective. He struggled with that. And then there was caveats to certain players or certain situations. Oh, what a crazy coincidence there. Yeah, that's 3 for 3. I'm good. I just threw that in the trash. Don't make no sense. Goalpost is getting moved left, right, up, and down, diagonally. I'm good. It don't make no sense. It got no consistency.
Listen, you're right. You're right. Listen, it was a great list because LeBron James is the GOAT. Like we always tell y'all, LeBron is the GOAT.
Worse than Peter Bagju.
Real quick, y'all.
It's pretty sus, dude.
I got a question for B. Lee, Travis, and Johnny to answer. How come every time these guys always try to make a criteria to keep LeBron from number one, it always turns out that their criteria works against them and LeBron is number one?
Brandon got the best answer for that. Go ahead, Brandon. You got the best answer for that, Brandon. Go ahead, tell him, Brandon. Why does everybody criteria got LeBron as the GOAT, Brandon?
Because that's what everybody go with. It's LeBron James. It's that damn simple.
It's really just that simple, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, ladies and y'all, we had a great Sunday show. Thanks, hey Lamont, thank you for that. Thank you, Peter, for that.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much for that.
James' greatness been sustained for 20 years. It's pretty obvious why their GOAT is LeBron James. If it's not LeBron James, it's Bill Russell. They're their two best players. Their favorite player is just Michael Jordan, Kobe. That's all.
Yes, indeed. At the end of the day, you guys always prove,
cap, man. Tell the truth, don't lie. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, it's not cap. It's the facts.
Don't rewrite history. History is already written. Don't rewrite it.
No one's rewriting history. We're looking at history.
Tell you guys stop coming up with these BS criteria.
I mean, no, he's right. LeBron is rewriting history every game. I'm sorry. You're completely right. He's continuing to rewrite history. You're dead right on that one.
And while LeBron James rewrite history, we're going to continue to make history right here in GOAT James Kingdom. So again, if you like what we do, join us every Sunday noon Eastern time right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel, where Brandon and I go live with the GOAT James Kingdom show, noon Eastern time. You guys know what it's all about. All we do is talk about the basketball world, and we talk everything about LeBron James as being the GOAT, and we don't run from it. We don't hide from it. This is an open panel show, and if you want to step up here and ever want to try to debate us, we will always give you the microphone and give you an opportunity. Also, don't forget to check me out every Friday night with the Friday Night Exposure with the Exposer, where I get a chance to expose all you zesty Jeffries. So that's definitely something that I always look forward to doing. So definitely catch us on Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on GJK. Also, you can catch us on the radar at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on GOAT James Kingdom, where Brandon, T Perfect, and John drop crazy topics and have crazy debates
regarding basketball. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Brandon and I do not run from nobody. We do it like none other. We want to thank everybody for joining us this Sunday afternoon. We still got the Lakers winning today. So as we always tell y'all, no matter what criteria you got, no matter what you're doing and what you're saying in basketball, LeBron James is the GOAT, and there is only one LeBron James.
Who's the all-time leader
Laker
of
Nation,
all
baby.
seasons? The answer's Braun. I'm a witness, advocate. The Bible ain't tell us King James was from Akron. All-time leader in points ain't nothing average. Mavs drop Luka cause they terrible management. Or was it gambling? Yogo was 40 out here playing like a scrub. Brian 40 still dropping triple dubs. And I ain't the one to talk about nobody's son, unless it's Gloria, but they call him the chosen one. Stephen A. trolling. We seen that boxing video, that uppercut bogus. Akron hammer over everything. You better zoom, soldier. You want your latest smack, then take Brian for the overchase. Don't block, now you a poster. I'm in the silence for the mamba. When she was still alive, we bleed purple and gold. Real legends never die. Shout out to AR, that boy playing out his mind. No matter the list of line, I'll take the Lakers in 5 and one Brian, one Brian, one Brian, one Brian.
If you're a basketball fan and you're tired of basketball shows that talk about fake narratives and using non-basketball terms like killer instinct, playoff translation, gravity, come to GOAT James Kingdom.
Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom, where basketball lives forever. You get to enjoy BB and A Johnny talk basketball every Sunday noon Eastern time right here on the GOAT James Kingdom channel. Support by subscribing and also check out the membership at GOAT James Kingdom.
Trash. LeBron Ramon James Sr., born December 30th, 1984 at approximately 4:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the greatest human being blessed among us mere mortals? 4 rings, 4 MVPs, the league scoring record, and he got more records than MJ and Kobe combined. Loving husband and devoted father of 3. Don't you ever disrespect my basketball daddy, you understand me? You know what? Log off, uninstall the game, and tell your mama to ground you, cause your mouth is reckless. Go disrespect LeBron James. Oh, I cannot believe you. I hope you break your ankles next pickup game, little nigga. Lakers in 5. Baby, you disrespect LeBron